Your mom is.
They didn't hear that.
We didn't hear that. Oh, we're going live now. Or...
Yeah, we're live now. We're live now.
What's good, everyone?
What's up?
We back.
What's up, everybody?
Say what's up, everyone.
What's goody?
What's up, everybody?
Hey, bus service, please, sir.
Hey, please, sir.
Ooh, I like that. I like the layout. First off, shout outs to my sister,
Hey,
Amy Lynn, for doing our new layout.
Hey.
the layout is.
Go follow her, Sailor Amy with a zero on Twitch.
With a zero.
Yeah.
Definitely appreciate my sister for making our new layout. Also, stay safe out there. You know,
Oh, big fact.
2020 still trash, but
2020.
Forever trash.
Forever trash.
wash your fucking hands.
Mm-hmm.
Shout outs to William for the thumbnails, and shout outs to everyone who submitted gameplay. D-Rail. Who else submitted, Rich?
It was Debo, TG, Gabe,
Tyner.
and Tyner, right?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay. Shout outs to everyone.
Excuse me.
Yeah, definitely appreciate it. We'll do introductions. We have a special guest back with us again.
Hey,
you know.
back
Hi.
again.
Hey, Beggy.
What's up, Beggy?
Tell them what you've been playing lately.
I've been playing a lot of Resident Evil 3. On opening night, I just blasted through the entire thing and had I started the stream at midnight and just went till 7:30 a.m. and just it was a super good experience. It was really impressed. I'm really excited to talk about it. So that's the main thing that I've been on. Yeah.
Yeah. We'll dig more into that. Some of the releases that came out last week. Rich, what's up? I didn't forget you this time. See?
Oh, thank God.
I mean, you could have.
You should have, bro.
Thanks for that. As if my self-esteem wasn't low enough already.
Well, yes, to begin with.
Hey, what would you do without me?
Either way, I'm Richard. I haven't been playing much. I started getting back into Overwatch, and I've been pretty much just going through Doom.
Nice. Tyner, what's up? What you been playing lately?
Hey, what's going on? It's Tyner, aka Madden NES. I've been streaming a bit more lately. I streamed some Mortal Kombat 11, which you'll be seeing later in the gameplay. I've also been streaming some Grand Blue Fantasy Versus with my friend Zan Gile. And I'm still working on a Mario Maker 2 project. I just got finished with the basic level design. Now I'm going to be playtesting it and hopefully
He still hasn't done TG's levels.
Facts, bro.
I will.
No, you won't.
Stop lying, bro.
I'm just saying, man, if you have a bunch of Kaizo shit in TG, when I finally do play your stuff, we're going to have some work.
Dude, his levels are much better than just random Kaizos. Chill, bro.
Do you even know how to Kaizo?
Dude, bro, do you even Kaizo?
Dude, I can't Kaizo. I've seen how to go. That shit. Forget about it, dog.
But yeah, and just beyond that, as you guys know, I've had a good week when it comes to health things. You guys from the Disrespect podcast knows about this. I'm not gonna go a bunch into details. Just I'm feeling better than I have in a long time, and I'm just gonna leave it at that.
Nice.
Good.
It's good to hear, bro.
Yeah, really, it's life changing. I'm not suffering from depression, guys. But it was bad. I was dealing with some bad stuff, but things are getting a lot better, and I'm actually relieved and happy about it.
Good shit.
But,
good shit.
Yeah, that's it for me.
Will, what's up?
Hey, nothing much. I've been getting back to my streaming grind recently. I finally streamed twice, in a week, which is holy shit, that's shocking. Let's be real, guys. But recently I've been playing Animal Crossing. I just got on Luigi's Mansion. I was supposed to record Star Wars Battlefront, but I forgot to do that, so I apologize. But I did play that too.
Nah, you did us a favor, bro.
Wow, you don't like OG Star Wars Battlefront?
Oh, it's the OG. Okay, I thought you were talking about
I'm
the new
talking about
one.
the good OG
We still gonna need that
Xbox
gameplay.
version.
We're still gonna need that. We're still gonna need that gameplay, by the
The
way.
gameplay for the new one is just him opening loot boxes.
Nah, fuck that one. Gosh, I was so mad about the first one from EA. Oh, I just want to punch myself. Who wants to punch me first?
Ooh,
Don't tell me that.
that's a long line, bro.
You don't want to tell me.
I know,
You don't
bro.
want to tell me that.
On site, bro.
Please do on site. I fucking deserve it.
William rated me today.
Mm.
With
Nice.
myself and one other person, because no one stick by, but I'm happy.
Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah, good stream, by the way, Beggy.
Fighting
Oh,
game
yeah.
extraordinaire. What's good? What you been playing?
Just been I've been playing that One Piece Pirate Warriors 4 that just came out.
Oh.
A lot of
Those
fun.
games are
bro.
interesting.
Is it good?
Listen, I love Musu games. Yeah, they do.
Mhm.
Like a lot of the times when I play Musu games, it seems like the environment is not really like that involved. Like you'll be fighting like a captain or like a bigger enemy, and it
Yeah.
just seems like your allies just kind of sit there, or the rest of the enemies just kind of sit there. But no, they did more with the engine because the enemies like are more engaged and more things happen at the time, and there's destructible buildings.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's really good so far. I'm really
Is that what
enjoying
Midnight
it.
Call
That's cool
Uh,
because like a lot
yeah,
of
that
these
is.
spin-off games, like they really take a very minimalistic approach to like Dynasty Warriors. And
Yeah.
like especially the earlier games like 4, 5, like even like parts of 8, like mostly 4 and 5. I think this is the most impressive.
5 is
Um,
fire.
5 was sick. And like
7 is
you're-
my favorite, but 5 is my second favorite in the Dynasty Warriors series. But yeah,
7 is fun too. 5,
Yeah.
5. The thing is, like 4 and 5, like your army plays like a critical role. Like you need to have them like, you know, playing their part, and like they can't die, and like they have strategy going on, so you can execute it or you can fail. Like they have plans going on. But I feel like a lot of like Hyrule Warriors and like One Piece, like there's not a lot of that going on. It's really just you killing everyone, and like your
Yeah.
army doesn't matter at all. Like
That's the biggest thing. Is just like they made the AI like do more, even if like you're doing something. Like they just won't sit there. So
Yeah.
Right.
I've been enjoying that. I've been playing Smash. The Clue Crew took the victory over Cash
Hey.
Money
Hey,
yesterday.
Hey, I'm proud of you for that
The
one. I'm popping off with
victory.
you.
good shit, bro.
Nice,
Yeah,
bro.
And then a little bit of Puyo Puyo there. I haven't been playing as much as the last weeks, but that's pretty much it. I'm gonna start streaming Onimusha Warlords here soon, though.
Nice.
Fire.
Dude,
Yeah.
Onimusha is so good. Why do you play all the games that I like? I love it.
Because me, you, and Prez are some Capcom hoes, bro.
True. I'm
Yeah.
super
No,
Capcom.
but like to be
Capcom.
fair though, I love Warriors games. I loved all of the Dynasty Warriors series. I love Fire Emblem Warriors. I think they did a fantastic job.
Oh yeah, that
Fire
was
Emblem.
good.
I mean, I think it's better than Hyrule Warriors, and I love
It was
Hyrule Warriors. as
Hyrule
well.
Warriors. I just hated like the dungeon maps because
Yeah.
the item system was so
Yeah.
dumb. Like,
Yeah.
Mm.
Oh, I think he muted. I think like we can't hear you.
I
Jay.
didn't say anything.
No,
Oh, you saying?
Jay.
Oh, I thought you were saying something.
Oh no. Yeah.
Jay, what's good?
My bad, bro. My laptop crashed on me.
You good, bro?
You go.
What up? I'm trying
What's
to
good?
be. How y'all doing, bro? I've been getting whooped by Clueless and Smash Bros. Though.
What else?
What
is
else?
good?
Roy,
is new?
bro. With Roy, not
Yeah,
Martha,
bro. I'm
This is a
done.
different type of
I'm
ass,
done. Martha's in timeout indefinitely, bro.
Damn.
Yeah, I don't blame you, Clues.
Just like last
About that.
I'm
Yeah,
done.
is he
That's a
gonna-
different type of ass whooping, bro. I've never experienced.
Damn.
Wow. I'm like, damn, with Roy, bro. Fuck.
Yeah, because
Roy.
Roy kills earlier and then when he's supposed to.
And it's more consistent
Oh, yeah.
too.
Way more consistent.
Roy's just way better, dude. And the thing about Roy, like, shout outs to Exoterrestrial. He's in the chat. He's one of mine and Marsh's viewers, but he's picking up Roy because he was literally watching me play Roy, and now he's inspired to play Roy. So shout outs to people picking up Roy because he's an awesome character. And
I mean,
he's built to win.
Yeah, he
Unlike Marth.
really is.
He really is.
And Corin and all the other bad
Because he gets like when you get a roll read with Roy, you're guaranteed a kill. Like
Oh yeah.
like with Marth,
Every time I rolled
you're
into you,
just
bro,
not, bro.
you just killed me every time. Bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the way it should be though. If you get a roll read on somebody,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
they should die, bro. Like
Yeah.
Punished for it, exactly. I agree.
Yeah.
like
But yeah, so I've been playing that. I just had a giveaway on the channel. Shout out to George for winning that shit.
Hey.
Hey, good shit,
I was
George.
there for that.
I'm still hurt about that, but
That
I'm
took a
happy
lot
for
of-
George,
that
you
took
know?
a lot
Glad
of-
someone from our Discord won it. Instead of some random who probably
George Reynolds got smaller after that.
I've been playing the real. I haven't started P5 right yet. I've been still. I'm still trying to beat the original for my second time.
What is you
Still doing
doing,
that,
bro? What are you?
Play, bro.
He's also been playing Warzone, bro.
Warzone, bro.
Hey, we got that dub yesterday, though.
Getting dubs though, bro. Come on now. I ain't no bitch
Warzone's
nigga,
fire, dog. Warzone is fire, dude.
bro. Right now I'm playing Final Fantasy X. That's about it. Bro.
Didn't they just put something pay to win in Warzone? Like,
There's no big one. There is skill-based
I saw-
matchmaking in it, unfortunately.
I saw there was like some kind of equipment that you can put on that would inherently make one of your weapons better if you paid for it. I saw an article about it.
You can unlock it regularly, though.
I don't think that's in Warzone. That's probably
No, you can have the incendiary shotgun rounds, but you can unlock them regularly.
I don't think it was the shotgun rounds. It has something to do with the sniper.
So what I think about
I
the
don't
shotgun, bro, the incendiary shotgun, and what was that? War at War? The fire shotgun? Was it War at War, bro?
There was World War II.
World War II, bro. That fucking shotgun was ridiculous, bro.
It's
Yeah.
cheesy and it's cheesy too in Modern Warfare. Trust me, I was
God,
cheesing with it a couple days ago.
I just read something like it was back. I'm like, bro, I'm glad I broke my disc.
I'm fucking dead, bro.
And guess what? Guess what game he's playing?
fucking
Guess what game he plays the most still? Call of
Hey, bro.
Duty.
Call of
Hey,
Duty, bro.
Warzone is different.
Even without the disc.
Warzone is different, bro.
It kind of is. It's definitely more strategic. You definitely gotta be more patient. But is that it, Jack?
Yeah, that's it, bro. Let's do this shit. Do it.
And no, we still gotta do George and then myself. George, what's up?
Hey, what's goody? I just got done playing Heavy Rain the other day, and I started playing 9 hours, 9 persons, 9 doors. I still don't know
I
what's
checked
going.
the VOD. That shit was crazy.
Bro,
I checked the
insane,
VOD, bro. That shit was crazy.
Literally did not start the game for an hour, bro. Like for an hour, bro.
Oh yeah, the crazy sub train.
Also
Sub train, donation train.
been also playing some Doom. Unfortunately, Call of Duty again, bro. Every week, bro. Call of Duty.
Speaking of Call of Duty, double XP ends pretty soon.
Oh yeah, ends pretty soon.
Gotta get on that.
Also been playing P5R. That's what I'm playing right now. And yeah, bro, I've just been playing a lot of different games. And Final Fantasy VII Remake comes out this Friday, bro. I'll be playing that too. Gonna be
Liar, dog.
Gonna be playing that too, bro. That's
Did
it.
you guys see the final trailer? It's so good. It's so good.
It's so good. Yeah, it's so
Zach, bro.
I didn't
Yeah.
so
Fucking
soon,
Cloud,
I don't
bro.
wanna watch
Zach.
good. Zach.
Fuck
Zach.
Cloud, bro. Zach.
Big facts, bro.
Well, what's good, everyone? I'm Alton, I'm the host. What I've been playing lately, Persona 5 Royal. Oh my goodness, I'm like 50 plus hours into it already. You know a game is a fucking masterpiece when you can play it for the first time in a couple years after you beat the original one and just absolutely get sucked into it. Man, like that game is just, oh my goodness. It stole my heart, you know. I know I'm being cheesy, you know, Phantom Thieves, they steal hearts, but the game is absolutely fantastic. The quality of life changes are so good.
Mm-hmm.
But we'll get more into that later. Playing Resident Evil 3 Remake, already beat it twice. I started a hardcore run before the stream started, but I died halfway, and I had a good time too, but I guess I'll start that over. Played Warzone. Been playing Warzone with Jay and Mr. Nickel. Shout out to them. That's it, though. And I guess we'll get into the topics.
Hey.
No, we're just gonna get into the first topic. We had 2 good games come out this past week.
Mm-hmm.
Persona 5 Royal.
Yep.
Resident Evil 3 Remake. And they didn't get a lot of praise. You know, well, Resident Evil 3 has been getting a lot of mixed reviews, but I mean, I personally get. But like Persona 5 Royal, Resident Evil 3, that's all I've been seeing on my Twitter feed. You know, whether it's good or bad. It's Resident Evil 3. On Twitch, all you see is Resident Evil 3 or Persona 5. You know what I mean? So, I know some of us have been playing some of the newer games that came out. So, we'll start with Persona 5 Royal first against the Resident Evil 3. Whoever's played Persona 5 Royal, we'll start with George. I know you've been playing it for lately.
Yeah.
What do you think? What do you think? How do you feel about Persona 5 Royal compared to the original one so far from what you played?
From what I played, I like the fact that it's almost like Golden, where they're weaving in like the new content into the game. You know what I mean? It is
like dripping it basically.
Yeah. And I will say this: it is kind of a shame that the new content, doesn't come out sooner. But I feel like with the quality of life change of the ammo replenishing after every fight, bro.
Yep.
Honestly, I didn't really use the guns too much in the original, but in this in Royal, I just use it all the time, bro. Especially just to knock people down. Obviously the graphics are cleaner, bro. Even on regular PS4, I know some of us got PS4 Pros. It looks even better on that. The music, bro. Oh my god.
Always
Oh, Jesus Christ, bro. The music Takeover is great. I like the fact that they added 2 challenge fights. The protagonist from Persona 3, Persona 4. That's just fantastic. I'm having a great time with it, bro.
Isn't that the DLC?
Yeah, it's DLC.
That's DLC.
Yeah,
It's still new content though.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, it's
I
fantastic.
agree though. I agree. I know a lot of us are huge Persona fans.
Yeah.
D-Rail is on his 999.
He already has like 900.
Bro, he's on his
Fucking-
big facts, bro. It's such...
Yo, my bad, bro. My laptop keep crashing for some reason.
Oh yeah, you're good.
It's good. It's good.
Yeah.
A lot of us are pretty big Persona 5 fans.
Mhm.
I mean, so a lot of us been playing it.
Mhm.
I know. Richard, have you started it yet?
No, I'm waiting to get a regular copy. I'm not opening my Phantom Thieves edition.
I thought you got a regular copy.
No.
So I had a question.
I go to a store to buy it if I
Hold on
could.
a second, Tanner.
All right. What's going on, Tyner? You need.
Okay, so
Oh, great.
so I haven't. Shut the fuck up, Richard. Jesus, like I haven't even said anything. Holy shit, dude. Anyway. Alright, for someone who, is interested in playing Persona 5, has it in their, I bought a regular copy of Persona 5 during Black Friday, have it on my shelf, haven't gotten a chance to play it. Is it worth me, ditching my current copy of Persona 5 and getting Royal instead?
Persona
would you say
5
that it's-
Royal is the definitive edition to play Persona 5.
Yes.
I'm 52 hours into it, and I can say that yes, this is the definitive version to play.
All right.
Yeah.
Tanner,
So-
I got a question for you. How long have you had that regular copy of Persona 5?
For a year.
Yeah, for about a year,
And
dude.
you haven't played it?
Bro, that's what we've been saying.
What a dumb
Like,
fucking-
I don't
know
need
how
any
many
other shit, dude.
Do you know how many retro games he can play in a year? Come on, bro.
I know a
Does
lot
he
of
play
people,
like Mega Man
especially in our
9?
server, are probably tired of hearing us talk about Persona 5, but trust me when I say this, dude.
Mm,
Play the fucking game.
yeah.
Don't
like,
be a
Oh, absolutely. That goes without
Don't
question. I will get to it.
Don't be a
And I probably...
Sure.
It is
Dragon Quest 11 is coming first, but I will
Oh,
get to
Dragon
it
Quest 11 is
eventually.
a great game too, though. Don't get me wrong,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
play Persona 5. It's absolutely fantastic game. I love JRPGs, but I'm big on not playing them after I beat them. Because like I said, now when you put, most JRPGs are about 80, 90, 100 plus hours. So it's like
Yeah.
you don't really want to put time into like the game again. But for the first time with Persona 5 Royal, as soon as I started playing, I was already hooked to like when I first played it, like
Yeah.
2-3 years ago.
Mhm.
So if they can hook someone in like me who doesn't like to play JRPGs over again after they beat it once, that's saying something.
Yeah,
You know,
it makes me want
so-
to play it even more, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So someone who has never played it, Becky, what do you think? Like, there's some gameplay right here. What do you like? Would you
I
consider
have
ever playing it?
experience. Yeah, because I have experience playing 4, and I thought that game was incredible. Like, I liked where the story
Some
was
people
headed.
think.
Damn
Some
right
people
it
still
is.
think 4 is better.
P4G is the best. Yeah.
Four
Yeah,
is
I haven't even
amazing.
People think
beaten
4 is the
either.
best. Still,
I've
but-
gotten maybe like 10, 11 hours into 4, and I've gone to like the second or third dungeon, and
Oh yeah.
I've like explored where that one like kind of bi character is. He's like spilling his like secrets, and like you're finding the shadows of like
Spoiler.
but yeah, so I was like doing that stuff, And I think the gameplay was like pretty fun for me. Like I didn't think I would like the gameplay at all, and it was still very engaging. I like switching different personas, finding which like shadows are weak to like what attacks. And like it was definitely really engaging, and just the creepiness and the vibe like really got me. Like I was very I was more engaged than I ever expected to be by JRPG, because I don't play JRPGs like at all, really. And like that's not my genre, but like my friend got me into it. So
that's the thing, though. I know like tons of people. Like I don't know if he's still in the chat. Like shout out, oh, great dude, man. That's the big homie. He's someone who doesn't really play JRPGs at all. You know what I mean? He loves it. Erica, you know, shout out to Erica, it's for the win too. She's another person who's not really into JRPGs, but ended up absolutely like loves Persona 5. So if a game that like if a genre that you don't normally play, but you play this game and then that gets you hooked, that says something. You know what I mean? That's that's how great that game is. You know, and
also like I kind of feel that way about Final Fantasy VII, like the demo. I'm like, shout out to Ched and friends sitting there in chat. Hi Ched. But yeah, Ched actually like got me one of his T-shirts for his channel, and it looks super sick, and it's like on the way. I'm like excited, but like shout out to him. So, like, I think Final Fantasy VII is the type of game that is going to get me even more so into, like, RPGs and, like, using menus and stuff. And it, like, eased me in, too, because it's, like, a halfway point between, like, combat and using, like, spells and, like, attacks and potions, you know? So, I'm going to go ham with that game. But, like, Persona is different in the sense that, like, it's, like, all the combat is like that. But it's still engaging and it's still very interesting in the sense that, like, I'll be into this game, but like I'll struggle to get into other JRPGs. So like that's why it's so impressive. I like it a lot.
Like the music is just great. I think the music really pulls people in. Yeah, you know what I mean. Even for a turn based, like when you hear the music, it's like, oh shoot, dude, you know.
Yeah, love you, Chen.
What about you, Close? What do you think about Persona 5 Royal? I know you haven't played it. I think you played the original one. You said.
Yeah. No, I did like one playthrough of the original one. I haven't. Some of the quality of life changes does look pretty good, but I haven't been super in tuned to the streams just because you know I've been wanting to get into it myself. But
yeah, what's on the screen is new, so if you don't want to look at that, then that's new. But
but so far, like, it looks fantastic. It's probably going to engage me, have me pulled in for anywhere from 50 to 200 hours like before. So yeah, no, I definitely think they did a fantastic job and didn't just put a bunch of DLC together and call it a definitive edition. So I have to give them respect in regards to that matter. Just one request of Atlas though: Persona is not your only IP. God damn it!
Yeah, seriously.
They're like, what's SMT, bro?
Not even that. Point, it really is their only IP.
Oh,
and also,
facts.
Persona 3 isn't the first Persona game.
Oh, facts. They don't even acknowledge P1 and P2.
Yeah. Also, Atlas.
Can we have P4 Golden on the PS4? Please?
Oh, bro, I would replay that game again, bro.
P4G, they just ported it. Like, just it doesn't even have to be like an HD upgrade. Because I want to play it. Because I know a lot of people who love 5, but who love 4 more.
Fest also?
Yeah.
P3 would be great. Yeah.
And where's the next Vanillaware game? Seriously.
Okay, calm down.
Let me mute time.
Is Jay here or is he still gone?
It's it looks good. That's what I say. I have to give them credit for putting so much into a definitive edition where they could have just been like, oh, here's one extra playthrough and some costumes, but no, they actually put some decent amount of work into it. The whole embargo thing is kind of shitty, but whatever. Like, whatever.
It is what it is.
They did it before, so of course they're gonna do it again. In my opinion, I think the embargo makes more sense for like Danganronpa.
There was a strict.
You could not. Don't get me wrong. I know there was, but I felt like that Danganronpa's the biggest charm of it is not knowing what's going on and playing through it.
I actually just bought that.
Which one?
Yeah.
I bought a
Are you
package
streaming
with all 3 of them because they were in a
Oh,
sale.
Is that the
nice.
link I showed you
That's
I
a
bought-
couple months ago? Well, it was like
I
all
really
all
hope that
three.
you're playing it on.
Yeah,
stream.
that package. Yep.
Oh,
I
It's-
really
I
hope that
think
you
all
play it
these-
on stream.
Yeah. No, I'll definitely. If I play it, I'm obviously gonna stream it. Yeah, definitely.
Oh man, I'm telling you. I mean, you're gonna have to play 1 and 2 before you get to V3. But I mean, they're all 3 more fantastic games. But
Yep.
that is a very great
Yeah,
game
please-
to stream.
Please
as a blind
don't.
playthrough.
Please don't do V3 first.
Oh, don't. Please
Please don't
don't.
do
Yeah,
V3
don't do
first.
V3 first. No.
V3 is the best one, but you have to play.
It's the
Ah,
best one,
yeah,
but
but
don't do it
for
first.
story
the best
purposes,
one.
bro. For story
Yeah,
purposes.
yeah.
Yeah, play them in order.
Spoiler.
That is a great game to interact with your chat.
Yeah.
People will get into
Yeah.
it.
Yeah,
People
yeah.
are gonna be like, oh, you know, like when I'm not gonna spoil, but like, no, when the trial started, be like, oh, what's going on? Like, oh, it's,
Yeah,
you know,
yeah,
it's like I'm not gonna like get too into it, but like when the trials go on, people are
Dude.
like, oh no, it's gotta
Having
be, you know,
George
this or
stream
that.
Danganronpa was his best series of videos. I swear to God, dude.
His Danganronpa
It was
is
so
fire,
good.
Mm.
It was so good. It was so engaging. Like the whole chat was there. Like literally, people were waiting until he started because it's like, oh my God, you have to finish this game.
Nah.
Did you have like 30 parts?
It's like
yeah,
like
it was
tw-
20.
20
God.
20 parts, but like and each part was like 3 to 4 hours.
3-4 hours.
Yeah.
Once we got
God.
the last
Yeah.
5 parts were like 5-6 hours apiece.
Oh,
'cause,
bro.
like,
Yes, dude.
bro, we just
Oh,
gotta
no.
grind through this.
Is it a pretty long game?
Oh yeah, it can be.
It's
yeah.
long.
Yeah.
It's long. It's long.
Yeah.
It's a
Yeah,
visual novel, but like I said, like there's a very good charm to it. I think
yeah.
it'd be fantastic to stream, especially if you put like blind playthrough. Danganronpa
Ooh,
1 blind
yeah.
playthrough, and then they people,
You just
oh,
gotta
shit,
watch out for
You just-
people
just
coming
spoil
in
it.
to spoil
Make
it.
sure your
Yeah.
mods.
Yeah.
Make sure
Yeah,
you
yeah.
have mods that played it. Then make sure you have.
Because
mods.
that's what happened to
why.
me.
Dude,
Yeah.
that's
Yeah, freaking oh yeah.
that happened to
Fun
me when I was
fact.
playing Doki Doki too.
Oh yeah, people just coming in.
and
Yeah.
be like,
that's
oh,
Yeah.
like
shitty.
They'll tell you like,
Doki,
oh, do this with this character, and you're like,
Yeah,
chill. Nah, let me do what I want.
Yeah.
Those,
Yeah.
those games
It's
are great
true.
to watch.
Like, I
but
wanna
yes,
shut them
people,
up.
you know, but yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
What about you, William? But we'll go back to P5, Persona 5. I know you don't really care. You're a Switch bitch, but I mean, what do you think about Persona 5? Roll? Like, would you
I
ever-
mean, clearly, it looks like a good game to those who love the Persona series, so I want to say good job to Alice for doing another Persona game for the 800th time the clue set.
Hey, it's fire.
Because all we ever know is, like, we have a list of IPs, but we pull a Sega and only pick one of them for the rest of our lives.
Sega.
Whoa.
I mean, that makes sense.
But they've been doing that even before Sega about that.
Hey,
Yeah.
Jay here? Jay, are you here?
Jason, fuck
What do you
you.
think about Persona 5 Royal before we move on to the next game?
I haven't played it yet, bro.
But
But it's gonna be. But hey,
Persona 5,
Well,
yeah.
in all fairness, earlier in the stream, he did say that he's still finishing up the OG one.
the old
But he already beat it already. He might as well just play the good
bro.
shit.
But I'm at the end, bro. I want to beat it, bro.
You keep getting bodied by the last.
Yo, hey, chill out, bro.
Spoilers!
Spoilers. But no. So I already like I said, I've seen some spoilers of P5 already. I know some things, bro. I feel like just listening to you and D-Rail, bro, the whole gun thing, bro. Oh my god, bro. That's so cool. But
I'm
I
telling
think
you,
I think that's actually kind of OP because theoretically you could just down any enemy you want now. You feel me?
Yeah.
Because the bullets regenerate or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah,
After
it
every
replenishes
battle,
after every battle now,
battle.
instead of
So-
after leaving the palace.
Right, so bro, trust me. Once I beat P5R, the original OG P5, I'm gonna go right into P5R. So,
You don't love it, dude. I'm telling you.
hey.
But
Hey, let him take his time. By the time that he finally finishes P5, the embargo will be lifted on P5R.
Man, maybe right now.
Facts. Big.
How long
Hey,
it
you remember
took
my
them to beat
first,
you?
my
Peak
first
5 the
playthrough
first
took me
time?
like 6 months, bro.
6 months,
Oh
dog.
yeah.
6
Bro,
months.
D-Rail lapped him like 7 times, bro. D-Rail beat him.
Hold on. You're grossly underestimating the times that he lapped him, bro. You're grossly underestimating him.
I lowballed it.
D-Rail's probably be original P5 at least 20 times, and then 30 times for Fire Emblem 3 Houses, bro.
God.
Yeah, he's hella into those games.
D-Rail.
D-Rail been capping, bro. D-Rail been capping, bro, because he got more hours in Smash Bros than he do in Fire Emblem, bro. So D-Rail been lying to us, bro. I don't know what y'all niggas talking about.
Like I said, I love JRPGs and stuff. I don't know how people can play it multiple playthroughs of like. I mean, Fire Emblem, I guess, is different because it's a different storyline, but just like that's just a lot of fucking time.
I feel that, Alton. Yeah,
So,
like I definitely do. Like if I'm gonna be spending time in a game like that, and like if I were to do that at this point, I would stream it twice. But I don't want to stream it twice. It's just like as like it's like if I were just like in college and I wasn't like like making content and stuff, and I had time to like go through like a JRPG like a second time and like spend that time, then like maybe, but like it's just the pace of things I feel like doesn't allow me to do that. But then also I wouldn't be that interested to jump into a game that's like that again. That's that long. You know what I mean? Yeah. So
I definitely think when it comes to JRPGs, and like I said, I love the genre. I definitely think it's more appreciated when you play it the first time. You know what I mean? Like the first playthrough, and it's just like, wow, dude. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like I said, like I love JRPGs. I just can't play them again, dude. But I mean, Persona 5 Royal is different. It's different enough for me to, bring me back in and just absolutely love the game. So
well, it's also been a while
I think replayability when it comes to RPGs is
very low.
Is new. It's very low, but it's like when similar to how like Fire Emblem does it, like quality of life changes after you've cleared a story, like being able to have all of those professor points.
Yeah.
So it's like quality of life changes, and the is really one of the biggest things to have you replaying a RPG. Because I know if I had to do my professor level all the way back up every playthrough of Three Houses, I would be like going insane. Like, I'm tired of fucking fishing, bro.
Damn.
Fuck fishing, bro. But no, I think that's one of the few things that has replayability in regards to JRPG in my opinion.
Spawn, cuz.
Yeah.
Tyner, you're getting bodied right now, bro.
Oh
my
god.
Hella body.
Sorry, I know we're getting off topic. I don't like Mortal Kombat, but he looks fantastic.
Spawn looks amazing, bro.
Yes.
Yeah.
He looks
Spawn's such a cool character.
Yeah.
I love him.
I've been watching the HBO series, to be honest.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a great series.
Is that a new series? Or is that old?
No, it's old. It's
an older
the real
series.
old one, right? The real old one, right?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, that's pretty good.
They're making a movie too, but I don't know. They started filming it like last year or the year before, but I don't know what's going on with it from there. But all right, we're gonna move on to the next game that came out, and this is one I'm probably talk real heavy into, and that's it's Beggy. That's why we brought you back on here. Resident Evil 3 remake comes out, and to me it surprised me how mixed the reviews were for the game, but after playing it I can see why it was mixed, especially coming from I'm a huge Resident Evil fan, so I played all the games. Resident Evil 3 was the entry in the series that I played the least. I only beat it twice, the OG one, but I still remember I remember all the story, and I don't know, man. I'll let Beggy go first. Let me get your thoughts, what you liked about it, what you disliked about it, and then I'll get into mine, and then we'll get everyone else who probably most likely hasn't played it on here.
Okay.
Get their thoughts on it. So go ahead. I'll let you go first.
Okay, sure. So I'm gonna respond to the most common criticisms of it first, because I think it would kind of clear what people are talking about. It's the biggest criticisms of this game from reviewers, from IGN, GameSpot, YouTubers, all of them have the same or similar kind of beef with this game. Kind of mini complaints or little shortcomings that they understand that were in the original that are not in the remake. And most of it is content that they took out. So it's environments that they did not include in the remake, but they existed in the original. But in my opinion, they have added enough content to the point where it still stands by a standalone, by itself. It's a phenomenal game. The boss fights may be some of the best Capcom horror boss fights in their entire work in their entire era. This entire era of like developing bosses to be like really menacing and scary and cinematic. It's a very extremely cinematically beautiful game. It's very well put together. So that lacking content is a couple environments. It's the park, the clock tower, and a couple of other things. But then beyond that, all of the puzzle solving, just to put it shortly, all of the puzzle solving is way easier. It's much more linear. Yeah, it's just easier to find everything. There isn't much puzzle solving. A lot of it is gone, and like a lot of the same elements and like pieces that were like essential to the missions are still like they're still in the game, but they're not like something that you really have to like roam around and understand what fits where. It's like you're kind of in the original, you were looking for 3 or 4 things that would fuel your cable car, the subway, and it's like you would have to explore the entire Raccoon City, go around, and it was bigger in the original. Comparing it like the rooms per rooms, like scene per scene, the amount of things that you had to gather for that major portion of the game, which is probably like half of the game, right? It's gone. It's gone. It's not gone. Like the objects are still there. You're still trying to fuel the route to go there. You're still trying to do all the little power related things for the subway to get it running. All of them are shorter. All of them also are in order. You don't have to go ahead and like decide which is the best route to tackle this massive task to get your subway running. But instead, you have to like kind of go directly in like in the sequence that the game suggests you to in the remake. And before you had the freedom of kind of exploring, roaming around the city, because there was so much to the city. There was so much to like explore, and like the streets had like all of these little kinks to them. And not to mention these little decision-making scenarios that they had in 3.
Got rid of it.
Yeah, they were unique to 3. No one really
good,
talked
JC.
about that in the reviews. I even posted my review, and I didn't think about that because I realized I was focusing on the raw content, the environments that they took out of the game, but also there's no decision making. There's not like, oh, Nemesis is breaking into the restaurant. Do I want to hide in the kitchen or do I want to climb down to the basement? There's none of that. And all of that in 3 influenced the path that you would take. It would influence when you would get like certain upgrade items for your guns. It added so much replayability, and so replayability-wise, 3 original was a phenomenal game. I've run through 3 so many times. Yeah,
they got rid of what made people love 3.
Oh yeah,
the decision making, the multiple scenarios. You know what I mean? That was, and they told us when when the remake was first shown off, and that was understandable. You know, it was pretty much just one route, pretty much one scenario, the true scenario, and that's fine. You know what I mean? And I agree with Beggy, they added some...
Can I interrupt? The chat saying there's a clicking. I think it's you, Cluis.
Yeah, Cluis is playing Smash.
Oh, yeah.
That's fine. But,
right now, bro.
Yeah, but, well, like, I agree with Beggy. Like, I don't know, I mean, they say they added content, but I feel like they didn't add enough.
Yeah.
For it to be, like, to, you know what I mean, to, like, justify... Like, even Vinny said $60. It feels like... And I loved it. I can really enjoy this game, but it feels more like a 30... It feels like more like a $30 DLC than a $60 game, and that's why they added Resistance to the game. To make it justify its $60 price tag. But what's shitty about this, the remake, Resident Evil 3 OG was the creators of Mercenaries mode. Everyone loved Mercenaries mode. Resident Evil.
Awesome.
They got rid of it. It's not even
that's not there either,
dude. So it's just like people are so excited. The Mercenaries mode, I can't wait to see, use, Mikhail and Nikolai and stuff like in Mercenaries, and they're like, oh, Resident Evil Resistance is replacing Mercenaries. Everyone's
you know what I mean? Dumb because like it's a recurring issue where Capcom doesn't have faith in their current own like multiplayer modes of a game, so they keep trying to recreate these weird, badly made action replacements. You know what I mean? And it's like you know what I mean? It's like in 4 and 5, everyone loved Mercenaries. No one had a problem. You could even play 5 co-op Mercenaries, and 5 was a shitty game, but it had great co-op and it had really fun co-op Mercenaries. It was so fun. Imagine if they had 3 co-op Mercenaries with your counters and your dodging and like everything. Do you know how sick that would be? Like everyone would love that. but they do some experiment that not only costs them more time and money, but that no one wants, and it sacrifices content that they could have been developing for the actual full Resident Evil 3. That's what's holding this game back. It's like it could be a phenomenal game. It could be like Game of the Year or something, but instead it's just a good game that's a little too expensive. So let me talk about their additions too, because what they added to this game, it's really like thrilling. I will say that. Like they added mutating zombies to this game. It's kind of like Las Plagas in Resident Evil 4 and 5. But it's similar, and it's freaky, and it's really they chew up so much ammo. You got to shoot them when their eyes open. Like it adds a lot, and the fact that Nemesis is like, I love this about what they did with Nemesis in this game. He seems more intelligent. He will like awaken his own army of little mutated zombies to kick your ass, so that he doesn't really even have to do all the work. He's not just dumb like the old one, where he'll barge through all the other zombies to get to you. Like he'll literally mutate zombies so that they can kill you while he's trying to stalk you. Plus, Alton, I wanted to bring this up. This happened to me when I was playing the game. I don't know if this happened to you, but I was being stalked by Nemesis while I was gathering the city parts, right? The parts in the city for the rail car, and I was like running around. And do you remember when you said someone modded the game so that Nemesis could break into the safe room and you couldn't see it? That's real. That's in the game. That's not a mod.
He can actually go into certain safe rooms, not all of them. So, but
But,
so that's
that
actually
cool. I like that addition.
Yeah.
That actually leads into a question that I had. Like, reviewers were saying that Nemesis felt really scripted when.
I can get into this. This is a negative of mine. Nemesis looks fantastic doing this game, and when he does show up, he is relentless. He is running after you. He's shooting his rocket launcher when he gets it, or he's like throwing his tentacles, or he mutates zombies. I think that was great, but what made OG3 so lovable is he was super unpredictable. You could be in a small, freaking in an alleyway, and he started running towards you. It's scripted in this one. He always shows up when a cutscene happens. So every time you see a cutscene of Nemesis, he's there. That's it. I feel like he was very underutilized when he had so much potential to like literally just be chasing you nonstop like the original one. He does not chase you nonstop. So there's some areas he's not even in. You know what I mean? Like what made me like Resident Evil 3, OG Resident Evil so much is like he was just nonstop, like boom, 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 like just running after you, fucking swinging on you and stuff like that. And his potential for the remake was there. Like, dude, he is way more badass. Remake
scarier
than OG, but they didn't capitalize on him in the remake.
Oh yeah,
Mr. X chases you more than Nemesis.
Yeah, he does. Yeah. And here's the thing.
Something.
There are portions of the game where Nemesis, like, surprise shows up. Like, it's not always a cutscene. Like, he'll break through a wall sometimes and he'll literally just beat it. Like, there have been a couple times, but in comparison to both the original Resident Evil 3 and in comparison to Mr. X chasing you in Resident Evil 2, both of those, like, this game loses, basically. Like, he doesn't stalk you for that long of the game. Once you escape all of that, you make it into the sewers, you get the car running, he doesn't stalk you anymore. What Nemesis becomes, then, he's not a stalker boss. He's literally a boss that has boss battles. And you keep fighting him as a boss. And it's like, he is that boss who keeps mutating. But it's like before, he would have a presence when you didn't even know he was there. He was lingering so much that you were scared all of the time. When you just literally knocked him on his ass, you were still scared. Because you were like in the clock tower and like he wouldn't even be around. You would just hear him say stars and he would just be like nowhere to be found. So that was scary. Imagine being in a clock tower in the remake and him like just saying that. Like that would have made this game so much bigger and better. But instead they decided to make
He just got rid of that clock tower as a whole, dude. That's what I'm saying. It's so disappointing because the clock tower was fucking awesome.
And the park.
In the OG.
I like
the park too. The park too. Exactly.
That was
they got rid
so
of all the hard puzzles. They got rid of all like. Oh man, dude. Like I said, it's just there's a lot of things that just I have like some gripes with in the game.
Hey, can I go say something?
Oh, okay, go ahead.
Be serious, dude.
I am, bro. As a non-Resident Evil fan, like I do like 5. That's my favorite Resident Evil game. I played the demo yesterday.
You didn't say 6, bro.
Real talk. I played 6 is fucking garbage. But
Oh,
I
it's
played
fine.
the demo. Oh, bro. Chill out, bro. You racist, bro. Look.
It's not racist. 5 was garbage.
Look, bro.
5.
So
I like 5. 5's not like I give 5 an 8 out of 10. I like it. I personally like
5 is a good
easy, though.
action game.
Yeah, 5 is really corny though, but I do enjoy 5.
I played the demo. I played Resident Evil Remake. I played the demo yesterday, just to try it. So when I played, I was like, bro, I'm not gonna like this. But when I actually played, I'm like, yo, this shit is actually really fun. So
I'm
when
telling you motherfuckers about Resident Evil. No one wants to listen to me though, you know.
I like how when you I don't know, everybody played the demo. It's the part where you got to get the fire hose for the thing to put out the fire. So when I went into it, it was like, okay, I gotta find this part for this fire hose. So when I went into it to look for it, I thought I'm gonna go into a building. I'm gonna go outside, but there's like one building I can go to. But there's so many different areas you can go to at like just looking for that. So when Becky said it's like it's not as open as I would,
it's not. They kind of lied. They lied.
Yeah, but in that demo, in the demo, it looked like, bro, I can go here, I can go where.
The demo was harder to figure out.
Yeah.
Plus, the demo was the part of the game that required the most searching around because you were trying to, because the streets are the most open part of this game. You know what I mean?
So the area in the demo, so the area in the demo is literally the only time you get to really explore Raccoon City. Everything else after that is really linear. Like they pretty much just like it shows you where to go.
Yeah,
and they kind of
laboratory.
And it's a little disappointing because the directors even said like before the game came out, they kind of lied. They was like, oh, this is the big Raccoon City is bigger and better than ever. There was supposed to be fast travel, like you can do like a bunch of stuff on the side. You don't have to do the main story, but literally the only time you really get to explore the city is right in the beginning.
Yeah.
As soon as you get into the train, it's pretty much pushes you forward through the rest of the game.
Well, I think if that's the case, I wouldn't like the game because I like the part of like, bro.
I think you would like it.
Look for it when I went to look for the fire hose. I'm like, bro, I went through the donut shop. I went to the donut shop. It was like a store over here I could go through, like the pharmacy. I went upstairs to this room, bro. It was a fucking door. Somebody was banging on the door. I'm like, yeah, I'm not fucking with that. You know, shit like that. You know what I'm saying? And then when I left the donut shop, Nemesis like that, bro, fucking me up. I mean, like the demo is actually pretty hype.
I think
you saying that it's not as open as the demo. That sucks. Bro.
I mean, that area is pretty open, but after that, it kind of just makes you go through the story. But I think you would like it because there is definitely more zombies and more enemies and monsters in 3. They brought most monsters back. They didn't bring the fucking Gravedigger back, and they said they were too. They fucking lied. They lied to us. But I mean, but the Gravedigger's not back. But I think all the remake, like the the reimagining of all the enemies in 3, especially the Hunter.
The Hunter is so
fucking amazing, dude.
So
in the game,
cool.
dude. Looks so fucking creepy, but
and that new thing, that fish thingy, that thing is so.
That's an OG RE3. That's the Hunter Gammas. They only showed up towards the end. In the game, those fucking slimy looking frog things. That's the Gamma.
Wait. How are they different though? Like, but they're just hunters. They're not the same thing. Like,
there's a Hunter Gamma. That's what they're called. There's a Hunter Beta, which is the one Carlos sees.
The green one.
Yeah, the green ones. And the Hunter Gamma is the one in the sewers. Those
like the light blue one.
Yeah, the weird frog-looking one.
Oh yeah, but in the original, they weren't their own monster. They're basically the same thing. Like
the Hunter, right?
In the remake, they're these big fucking things with intestines in their mouth that come out. Like they're way scarier in the remake. Like they did add that because I was like, those hunters weren't. That enemy wasn't quite there in the original. Like it was there. It didn't look or function or attack the same way, and it wasn't as scary. But I will say, Jay, here's the thing that I have to tell you that, a lot of times, when we say the game is, more linear, that doesn't mean that there are still parts of the games where you still have to, really look around for shit. And, the hospital with Carlos and the laboratory both have, decently, nice little especially Carlos in the hospital. There's a lot to do there. That was probably one of the best parts of the entire game.
There was way more to do in the hospital. I think the hospital in the remake was fantastic. I think they did a great job in the hospital. Honestly, that's definitely a plus. A thing I didn't like is I kind of like it, but at the same time, I didn't like it. Is that Carlos goes to the RPD instead of
Yeah,
Jill.
instead of Jill, that's a change.
And
Yeah.
I like it because they show Marvin. They have more background story of Marvin, which I thought was
Yeah.
amazing.
Right.
I like that.
And-
I really
and-
like that we get to see more of Marvin.
Yeah, I think that was really awesome to show how he got bit. I also like they kind of paid a little homage to OG RE2 with having Brad Zombie in there.
Yeah, Brad.
Zombie Brad in there because he was. It's an Easter egg in OG RE2. If you
Yes.
play on normal mode,
Yeah.
if you run through the whole city without grabbing anything, he'll be
Yo.
under. He'll be where he's
Yo.
at. And
Did this nigga just say homage, bro? We gonna act like he didn't just say that.
You know what?
Act like he didn't just say that.
I didn't even hear that.
I didn't want to say anything.
We gonna act like he didn't say that.
That's what I'm gonna say.
Podcast is over, everyone.
Yeah.
Okay. Go ahead, bro. Go ahead, bro. Go ahead.
You know what the sad thing about that is Jay's the one that said
I
that.
know, right?
Like, this man's English is never on par, but he thought,
Hey, Clue 7.
Yo.
but they do. I do like the little
Yeah.
tidbit they add to like show RE2 some love. With
Yeah.
Zombie Brad. I didn't like how he
Yeah.
dies in Resident Evil 3 compared to OG RE3.
Dude, I had a beef with that because I was like, dude, in the original RE3 and like 2001 or like 1990 whatever, dude, he got fucked up by Nemesis.
Yeah.
He got like it was the most graphic it could have been at the time.
Yeah.
And then like this one, it's like, oh, Carlos shot him for being effective.
Yeah.
Like that was just
Pretty
kind of
much.
like he could have really done something. With
So
that
it's like
scene.
so I like it, but I don't like how they did that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go into some positives though, and this is a positive. The game looks fantastic.
Oh yeah,
The
beautiful.
reimagining of Jill and UBCS and like characters like Dario and Nemesis,
Yeah.
just how they look. And like just how how they portrayed them in the remake was fantastic.
Dude, Kendo is
New
perfect.
Yeah, Kendo, Marvin. New Jill is better than OG Jill. I'll just say that. I think the voice actress, she actually replied to my tweet when I said you did a great job. She said thank you, and I was like, ooh. I was like, but she did a fantastic job on Jill. I think the new Jill I like her attitude. She's more bitchy. She's not
She's
afraid
way
to like
bitchier.
yeah. She's not afraid to like tell people off, dude. Like she's just like badass, fearless chick, dude, and I like that, dude. And Carlos was boring, OG. You know what I mean? I'm like,
Dude, he was so cheesy in the original,
Yeah.
and now he's like hot as fuck, and now he's like also like he's way cooler. Like his voice perfectly fits in. His hair is like sexier. Like everything is like so much better.
I love the messy hair. I just like,
Yeah.
I mean, he's still witty. He's still got that like that witty, smart,
Smart ass.
like those smart ass, him and Jill going back and forth. I love the connection they had, both of them had in the remake. I think it was way better than the original. Like I said, I think the UBCS, they gave Tyrell more of a role. They made him more important. I think, Nikolai, they did a great job on Nikolai.
Dude, Nikolai was such a scumbag.
Fucking douchebag, just like in the original one. He's more fucking crazy in this one. I absolutely fucking loved it. The action, like the gunplay and the movement is more faster. I like that. The dodge mechanic, it took me a while to get used to, but now I'm just dodging everything.
Dude, the counters are sick with your knife and like your guns.
They nailed the atmosphere of Raccoon City. Even though Raccoon City is not as big as they made it out to be, the atmosphere for the game looks fantastic.
Oh yeah.
The boss battles, like how I agree with Beggy, they were really good. Great, especially the clock tower fight. I love the clock tower.
Dude, that one was
tower fight was fucking awesome.
scary. Yeah.
Yeah, but some other good things about it. I don't know, man. Just fucking like Jill, dude. Jill, I don't know. I'm gonna bring Jill. Like the costume. I wish there was more costumes, but there's one costume you unlock after you beat it if you have enough, and that's her RPD outfit. From the original one.
Dude.
In the remake. Oh, it looks so good.
You know what's lame about that though?
What?
You know what's lame about that? I already had the extra costume from pre-ordering. So when I played the game, I already had 2 costumes. So that means from beating the game, I got nothing at all. Basically.
Pretty much, yeah. There's
no content, dude.
That's a negative. It has high replayability, but they don't reward you, and that's what a Resident Evil speedrunner said. He likes the game, he likes it, but it's just they don't reward you for like playing Nightmare or Inferno and getting S ranks. There's no S plus. They got rid of S plus. There's only S. You can get S rankings with infinite ammo guns.
Yeah.
So it's basically they said that it's kind of pointless, to like do no damage Inferno runs when you don't really get anything out of it.
Yeah.
So there's definitely less content in it. But like,
are there
the same
are
thing,
there at least like trophies?
There's trophies.
Yeah.
There's trophies and stuff like that, and like you get points to like buy infinite rocket launcher, Jill's RPD outfit, stuff like that.
There's like little points in like a tiny shop of like buying like some content. Yeah. But like it's honestly the bare minimum that you could imagine.
Really bare minimum.
And I like Jay, I do recommend that you get this game though. Like it's like okay, the positives like I would say are like everything that you mentioned, plus the combat and the feel of the game is perfected. It's better than RE2 remake.
Absolutely not.
It is. It's like the combat, like the mechanics are better. Like, and Resident Evil 3 original the combat was better than 2. Like they had dodging in the original.
Two
and you had the quick turn too.
Oh yeah, and the quick turn on the heel.
The quick turn. 2 was more survival horror. 3 is when they kind of went more action route.
Yeah, just
like,
slightly though. It was still like all they really added was like dodging and like turning at the heel. Like that's like not much action, but it's literally a convenience that will make everyone like it more, in my opinion. Like so, I didn't say it was better than Resident Evil 2 remake. I said that the combat was better.
I would disagree, but I mean I'm gonna go more into some positives of Resident Evil 3 remake.
Okay.
Music is back.
The
I like
music
the fact
is
that the music is
sick.
back, and
All the
I love the
remasters.
remix tracks. There's even the remix theme of the Resident Evil 2 save theme when you go into the RPD, and into like the fucking the dark room when you make the photos and stuff like that, so you can hear like the remix of the save theme. I thought that was great. I like the fact that they brought the detailed files back. Like the diaries laying around against the dead bodies, and you kind of read like how they those non-existent NPCs just meet their end. I like the detailed files. That's one thing that Resident Evil 2 remake kind of got took away. They had files, but it wasn't as much. More story about Kendo. More story about Marvin.
Dude, all of the side characters got more of their story fleshed out. All of them. Like even oh my gosh, this is such a funny ass post on Twitter. It was so funny. But like people were, Tyrell, the character?
Yeah. I thought
first
his
of
role
all,
was fantastic, though.
Yeah, he was cool.
He was really cool in the remake. I think they did a great job with him.
And Nathaniel Bard, the actual doctor, like he was there. It's not just like his dead corpse. Like he was literally a dead corpse that you picked up a note from in the original. Now he's like a character who has like a mission, like a quest on him of like developing the vaccine, and he like knows how to do it. And he's the only person who's ever like really done it. And it's like cool because like Tyrell and like Carlos and Jill, like all of them are working to get to him to like actually save the city, which kind of got me wondering if they were gonna save the city in this one and not nuke the entire city. And so that was like a huge thing they added with like suspense, because these characters like have a new goal now. It's not about just like surviving. It's about like they want to save their survivors. And like the first time I saw the survivors in the trailer in the back of the cable car, I got excited because there were no survivors in the original. There was no one in there. It was literally just you, Carlos, Mikhail, and Nikolai, and that's it. And then like Nemesis came in and killed all of the survivors in this one, and that was kind of gruesome. Like I like that.
Yeah.
Wouldn't that be like a huge change in the story if like Raccoon City didn't get nuked though? Like
Yeah,
Yeah,
I feel like
for sure.
But like the game, that's what I'm saying. It was impressive that the game gave me the hope of like how it happened. I'm sorry, Julio.
Sorry about that,
you
Julio. We're Resident Evil.
I'm sorry.
There's the ending. I like the ending, but I don't want to spoil it. There was one person I was hoping they'd show in the RE engine at the ending, but he wasn't there at the ending. You know what I'm talking about, right?
Wait.
When somebody else was driving the helicopter in the true ending of OG RE3, he wasn't.
Yeah, he wasn't in this game.
This game, and I was really excited. I hope they show Barry in the RE engine. I want to see how he looks. But then, I was like,
dude, I'm hearing those rumors that they're making one. You might see Barry. They're remaking. I think they're making one.
That's one of our topics. We'll definitely talk about that more.
Dude.
So
That's right.
overall, game's fun. Game looks great. I feel like they had a foundation with the OG that they could have literally just followed and maybe added new stuff, but they didn't. I think RE3 Remake is more of a reboot to 3 than a remake, whereas in RE2 stuck true to the original and changed it just enough for it to feel like a brand new game. So overall, I think the game is fun. It's too short, a lot of content cut, but it was still a fun game. It's a solid game. Jill is great. The redesigns of the UBCS was awesome. I just felt like they fell a little too short on Nemesis, and
all
just
the
doing
enemies
more
were
with the
sick,
story.
though.
Yeah,
Great
the enemies
bosses.
look great. Everything. I give it a solid 8. I think it's 8. It's too short, but it's definitely better than most games that have come out this year. So.
I gave it an 8 out of 10 too. But like, if someone makes like a shirtless mod of Carlos, I'll give it like a 9. Like maybe.
I'm
Like,
sure there's
but-
probably a shirtless mod. There's probably a Beach Boy
True.
mod, Carlos mod, but.
Kind of like an outfit mod, yeah.
But sorry about that, guys. We got a little too much into Resident Evil 3 remake. So, if anyone else has any opinions on it so far, whoever's played the demo or whoever's played
Can I,
Fire Blast?
can I go?
Fire Blast said
Go ahead.
like we need a Code Veronica remake, dude. That's what
Oh,
we need.
that'd be
Oh,
amazing.
yeah.
Fire.
Yeah.
I love that game. I
But
love
go
it.
ahead, Clovis. Go ahead. Sorry about that, guys.
That shit is short as fuck, bro. That shit is short as
It's-
fuck, bro.
it's really short,
Deadass,
dude.
both of y'all within a 6-hour stream.
Yeah.
Brian's getting his ass whipped because he couldn't realize the fucking.
Bro, I was
bottle,
like,
bro.
dude, I was just wasting
Like-
all my ammo, and then I accidentally shot one of the red panels on the electric generator, and it shocked them, and I was like, "Oh my fucking gosh, dude!" I was
That's why you have to
on this
reset.
boss for fucking 40 minutes, dude, and fucking it was just that easy.
So
And you know what's
good.
funny? My second playthrough, I beat on my first try. I just
And then
destroyed
I'm watching Beggy during her stream. She immediately figures it out, but she's on getting frame trapped by Nemesis. I'm trapped. Did you not check?
Okay, I have one more thing to say about this game. Some of the QuickTime events are just so dumb, and they
Yeah.
contribute nothing to the game.
Yeah.
Like, there's,
Like, oh,
there's
great,
one
he's
part where
losing.
you're like trying to like get out of Nemesis's grasp.
Oh, yeah,
and, like,
crawl
there's a
away.
W button, and I'm playing on PC, like the forward button, right? And what you're supposed to do, we never guessed until I died like 10 times over. And like, it looks like you're supposed to time the W or mash it, right? Because the button's appearing, reappearing, and disappearing, and then also there's a white ring around it. All
Like
of those
pulsating.
things, it doesn't mean to mash it or time it. You literally have to hold down the
Hold
button.
it.
So it's like,
Yeah.
how the fuck would you guess what you're supposed to do? Because it's like, also all of the other things where you have to hold down a button, it literally says hold, like on the circle around it. But then in that one
my
moment, it does it. So it's like this awkward thing that I died on like 10 times because we didn't understand what the hell is going on. And the game did not communicate it well at all.
See, at least
And
I
it was-
died-
it was
at least
so
I died on the
dumb.
boss. At least I died on the boss, not like a quick time, like QTE, or
So-
just moving this thing forward. But
So
I'm sorry, guys. What
It
do you
was
guys?
quick time.
What do you guys think about Resident Evil 3? Whoever's played it, or what they
I
saw of it?
thought it's very commendable of Capcom to put a mini game with Resident Evil Resistance.
Pretty much, dude. Pretty much.
Well,
I mean,
playing the demo, because all I've played so far is the demo. I thought the demo was just gonna be like, oh, this is just what you're gonna do for the rest of the game, but I didn't know like that's literally all you're gonna do. It's just like, oh, that's like the only open area you get, and everything else you just go through. I mean, I know you said
Other
Becky
than the
that-
hospital.
Yeah. You can,
Yeah.
you know.
Kinda
That
lab,
man, parts of Resident Evil 3 felt like fucking Resident Evil 6. with that
Damn.
quick time shit, bro.
Oh, shit.
Damn,
Oh,
Clueless
man.
went there,
I'm
bro.
talking about like 1% of like
That's
what's
a-
in six.
Hold up, bro.
Like,
Hey, I had to
that's
cut my
another,
cam back on, bro. I had to cut my cam back on. Resident Evil 6 is fucking garbage.
that's
It like
Coming
dead
from
ass
a guy that
game
likes
has
Crystal
like quick time
Chronicles.
events that's just like that, bro.
that's a
Like,
negative. That's a negative for me too. Some parts did remind me of Resident Evil 6, and it was the scenes where like Jill's running on the bridge. You know what I mean? Trying to escape from Nemesis, going to the clock tower. There was also another scene where like, you know,
You're trying to start the car.
yeah, the car,
Like, the
you gotta
stupid
fucking
shit
the
hits
PPEs
space
and stuff
again.
like that, and like that's that. Like I said, that's the negative. Like it felt like there's some scenes, some things that remind me of 6, and I hate 6. Like even I did like the Carlos thing where like, you have to hold on hold off for like a minute or two and just blast zombies away. But that's like 6. 6 is just like brainless action, and that's what it fucking reminded me.
Yeah.
Just put it this way. I feel like Resident Evil 3 couldn't make up its mind what genre. Survivor horror or some brainless action game. And that's I've seen people say that too. It's like it doesn't know what it is. It goes to survival horror, it goes back to action.
That statement encompasses the whole game. That encompasses like it's very small parts. So like if you look at like the gameplay and then you talk about like quick time events, like it's so little. Like it's like I think we're exaggerating. Like for anyone how many of you have actually beaten the entire game? Like in here.
What?
Like,
I beat OG Resident Evil 3, so
Right.
I gotta. I mean, besides the game looking better, I gotta say OG is better in my opinion.
I would say OG is better too, actually, and I do enjoy it. I do enjoy it.
After watching both of y'all play, like, don't get me wrong, the combat is definitely better.
Better, yeah.
But here, I've said this multiple times. My favorite RE is 1. Because the expiration of 1 made it feel like a Metroidvania. So, the expiration of 1 is what really had me excited. I don't even know, bro. I don't.
Can y'all hear me?
No, bro.
No.
We can't, bro. Don't say nothing. It's like, but like 3, like like saying 3 was linear is like is an understatement. I don't have like I don't have a big enough adjective to describe like how linear 3 was. Like, okay, do you remember? Well, Prez knows what I'm talking about. Final Fantasy 13.
Yeah.
When you're on the first disc, the bitch felt like a hallway simulator.
Yeah.
Because like that's all you did is like you just go straight. It like you're guided to go here.
Yeah.
You don't really explore for anything, and that's one of
halfway through the game.
Yeah, until you get to Grand Pulse, which is on disc 3.
Yeah, disc
3. So it's like deadass. So it's like the game.
Yeah, we
just
lost
felt
like 10 followers, bro, because we were talking.
Damn.
So like
this game again. Fuck that.
Oh, we out, guys. Go ahead, sorry. Go ahead, sorry.
Go ahead,
I didn't say,
it, bro.
I didn't say anything.
Clueless. Go ahead, Clueless. Sorry.
Damn, bro, you called me time, bro.
Yeah.
I'm off the podcast.
Oh
bro.
shit.
You should have leave.
You literally
Hey,
just like
Chris,
disrespected my whole life, bro.
The fact that you're taking this real route.
This is what I have to deal with.
Yes, bro. Every day, bro.
It's just, like Resident Evil 3 just felt like one. It probably should not have been a $60 game.
Nope.
That's true.
Or maybe push back more. Maybe next year. Or
Yeah,
something?
I was talking with Prez about that. I was like, I definitely think it could have helped if they pushed back development.
It could have. Because I said,
Yeah,
Resident Evil 2 remake was so fresh in people's minds.
Yeah,
So, like I said, Resident Evil 2 was critically acclaimed, whereas in Resident Evil 3 remake, while good, people have mixed feelings on it. And
Yeah.
I remember
Yeah.
Prez telling me. I remember because when I first played the demo of Resident Evil 2, remember we played the demo last year, or how many ever years that was ago,
last year.
and I was like, bro, I don't have any bullets. And Prez was like, yo, it's a Resident Evil game. You're not supposed to shoot all your bullets. But when I played the RE3 demo, this going back to the fact people said it's like Resident Evil 6. Bro, I was shooting everything, bro. I didn't run out of bullets.
Yeah, I didn't run out of bullets, bro.
They do give you more.
Yeah, I didn't have any
definitely
bullets.
give you a lot of ammo in the remake of 3.
So
compared
that's
to, like, OG
survival.
remake.
That's
survival
yeah. It's like
that's
they got
survival
rid of
feeling I got
everything
out
that
of-
made Resident Evil 3 a survival horror. Like
That
they made
survivor
it
feeling
dead
I
ass just
got
an
out of
action
2,
game. Like it
that
has
survivor
horror
feeling,
parts, but
let's fight, bro.
There are times when you're like, you are
you
struggling
interrupted
with
me in the first
ammunition.
place.
Yeah.
You're right,
There
bro.
is times
You're right.
There are scenes that you're like really like you're on your last fucking shotgun shell, and like
Yeah.
there are times when that happens. Like it didn't really rip that out like as much as the demo would have you think. Especially if you're playing on standard or hardcore. Like hardcore will chew the fuck out of your bullets. Like sometimes like that and I'm not like praising hardcore right here. Don't get me wrong. Because like I thought it was a lazy fucking like hard mode because like I don't do anything different versus like Nemesis chasing me. I throw a grenade and then I shock him with the stupid thing on the ground and then I like
Smack
leave.
him.
You
And then
smack
I
him.
shock him. Yeah.
You smack
Not
him.
like-
Smack the base,
but you
bro.
should never smack Nemesis because then you're wasting your time. You should be doing other stuff.
But
Yeah.
to be fair, hardcore. I mean, from what I've played, it's not as hard as I thought it was. Because I said,
It's-
like before I died, I was playing. Like I was doing a quick speed run. I was in the sewers at like 37 minutes. In the 30-minute range.
that's like-
Yeah.
So I was really good in the gamma fucking snapped me.
Dude,
in
the
half.
gammas,
Yeah, but
they eat
but-
some fucking bullets in hardcore.
So-
They eat so much.
So
Yeah,
me
but, like-
being a casual though, or Resident Evil casual, I wouldn't be playing hardcore. I was just
play it
playing normal. Like I said,
normal.
when I played it, I didn't get that survival feel. I'm like, bro, I'm fucking bro. Every time I find hella
Yeah.
bullets, hella
Yeah.
gunpowder.
Even so in normal, you would run out of bullets sometimes though. Like,
Sometimes,
like
yeah.
because I've beaten the game on normal and I haven't beaten it hardcore. But I can also say that like in normal, there are times when like you'll be out of ammo and like times that like you need to like. There's something that you need to fight and you have like all the shittiest guns to fight it because you don't have the good ammo that you need. So there are times that you like struggle with that. And also if you're trying to like fight enemies that are like mutating or like you're trying to fight Nemesis like too like forward, you're gonna get destroyed in terms of like conserving ammo. Like there are bad decisions that you can make that will like leave a player who's like not good at like or familiar with Resident Evil in like an awful situation. Like that can happen to you. Like
So-
it definitely can. Like
To
we're
be fair though,
experienced, too.
on hardcore and RE3, they brought it back like they did in 2 remake. They brought back the double lunge. So zombies double lunge you.
Yeah.
They lunge at you twice. Like they'll lunge at you twice. You think they're not gonna get you. They'll just lunge at you again. So I do
And-
like the fact they brought that back. So you're definitely gonna have to run more, dodge stuff like that because they'll one hit and you're like in danger instead of
Yeah.
caution. So I do like the double lunges back. It makes it's annoying, but it definitely gives you more challenge. I only can imagine how it is on Nightmare and Inferno.
Oh,
True.
Yeah.
So I mean,
yeah.
but overall, anyone else got anything to say about Resident Evil 3? Remake?
I just had a
Graphically,
question.
it looks beautiful.
Do you
Go ahead,
think?
go ahead.
Do you think? This talks about future remakes. Capcom's gonna be doing. Do you think they might end up changing future Resident Evil remakes, kind of like they did with 3?
They could.
That
Like I
does
said,
open the possibilities.
You also gotta remember this was the B team that made Resident Evil 3, the remake. So I mean,
So the A team made RE2.
2.
Okay.
Oh,
The
yeah.
18
That would explain a lot then.
Oh, that
actually.
explains everything then.
It really does.
That explains
But
everything.
Damn, I
anyone
hope
else?
none of the B team is watching our stream.
I know. like, damn, they
By the way, we
disrespect.
got an email. We can no longer give away RE3.
So, yeah.
Yeah.
But,
yeah.
anyone else? Anyone got thing to say about RE3?
we need to move on from RE, bro.
yeah, I know everybody's okay. If they do remake one, y'all will want to see the original remade, right? RE1.
I would
hell
love
yes.
to see a remake.
Nah, I would rather them
Not remake it.
at this point.
Yeah, I'm with Clueless on this one.
Trust me, I'd
It'd
love
be
to see
kind of weird.
Veronica, but the leak already said that the leaker, and like I said, I mentioned before, this Resident Evil leaker, he's gotten everything right. He said it's not cool. That's being remade. But like I
Wait,
said,
didn't you say they might be remaking that what they wanted the original 4 to be? Remember you showed us that video that one night? It was in Discord.
Could. Oh yeah,
Four.
the OG how 4 was really supposed to be.
With the
They
ghost
could do
where
it.
he was like
Oh,
drugged or
the
something like that.
supernatural like style.
Yeah,
That looks good. That
Yeah,
looks like it would be an awesome game.
that's our next topic. But
Yeah.
any last word on Resident Evil 3 before we move on to that topic?
Nope.
I think we're good.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, next
That was,
topic.
that was a good topic, actually. It was good.
Yeah.
Good topic.
Thank you. It seemed like everyone was bored in the chat. I read the chat too, just to let you guys know. But,
Yeah, I'm reading the chat as well. It was
Just,
not
like,
that
laughing.
much engagement.
Hey, last thing about RE, bro. Don't buy that shit for $30.
hey, I'm a RE fan, bro. I'm obligated to buy.
Contractually
I will say
obligated.
gamers
Capcom
say-
Slurp.
Slurp.
What I
Yeah,
just
I'm a
fucking heard.
Capcom-
Oh yeah.
I'm a Capcom shill, so I
Dang.
love Capcom games. You know,
True.
just as much as the next person.
True.
But our next topic is we're continuing with Resident Evil talk.
Yeah.
There is a rumor M2, the studio that made Resident Evil 3 remake, aka the B team,
Mm-hmm.
is working on a larger scale Capcom remake. And then
And it's
and
Dino
it's coming
Crisis.
and it's coming out in 2022. Twitter page.
Is it a Capcom remake or is it a Resident Evil remake?
It's a Capcom remake. Resident Evil's Capcom, dude. So
no, I'm just saying, like, is it confirmed to be something other else than?
Apparently, it's confirmed to be Resident Evil, from what I heard. Dust Golem, a Twitter handler named Dust Golem, the guy who gets every single Resident Evil leak every leak right since 7, comes out and says it's supposed to be out in 2022, and he said it's not Dino Crisis remake, unfortunately.
Fuck.
And it's not Resident Evil Code Veronica remake.
So
dude, that's the one game.
Think it'll be
Like
you think it'll be RE1 then?
But he says it's a remake of Resident Evil, and it's supposed to come out next gen in 2022 if everything goes according to plans. But you know what, with the outbreak going on delaying games, there's a problem.
Might be pushed back
sooner. True. It might get pushed back. With that being said, what Resident Evil game would you guys think it is, and what Resident Evil game would you like it to be? I don't know, mostly everyone only played 4 in here, except like maybe a few of us in the podcast. So, with that being said, we'll go with Richard first because he's being quiet and I see him talking shit in the chat. So, Richard, with this rumor, what Resident Evil game would you like to see be remade, and what Resident Evil game do you think it is?
I mean, 4 is my favorite, so I would like to see 4 remade. I haven't played a whole lot of them. I haven't played like the original 3 or the remake of 3.
Get this guy off the podcast.
I played some of Resident Evil 2 remake. Fuck you, George.
Why hasn't it happened yet, bro?
One day it'll happen.
One day it'll happen.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
What I think it'll be. I mean, I don't have a vast Resident Evil knowledge. Yeah, I don't even know what it could be.
Take a guess. What was your guess?
Operation Raccoon City.
Don't.
Oh my god! All right, for real, get the fuck out of here, bro. For real, I'm not even joking anymore, bro. I'm not even joking anymore, bro. Get the fuck out of here, bro.
Hey, Julio, because you know that,
Bro,
I wouldn't take a free copy.
Richard,
In the franchise.
A free copy wasn't even a free copy of Umbrella Operation Raccoons. See, I don't even fucking like that game.
That shit's so trash. You don't need to know the name. You don't need to know the name.
It's such a trash game.
Operation Raccoon City, dude.
It's so bad.
Stupid name.
So fucking
Oh my god.
It's so
fucking
bad.
Terrible fucking game. Just slandering my second favorite franchise of all time. Saying that. So okay, since Richard is a bitch and he doesn't really know anything about Resident Evil, Tyner, what Resident Evil game do you think it is, and what would you like it to be?
Well, obviously, it's going to be the best Resident Evil of all time, Resident Evil Gaiden on the Game Boy Color. No, I'm kidding.
Alright, Tyner, you should get the fuck out of here too.
Now, for the Resident Evil game on the Game Boy Color, bro, you actually bought that shit, bro?
Well, you know he's got that shit sealed, bro.
Expensive. It's like $900. It's like $900.
I understand it's expensive because they only put out like 5 copies.
Yeah, I've not played the game myself. I've only heard. Anyway,
go ahead.
Why in God's name are they not gonna do Resident Evil Code Veronica remake? Like that's just the next logical leap,
dude.
It's just
Code Veronica remake was
awesome
wild. Like seeing the Ashford twins and the RE engine.
Dude,
I don't even want to get into it because it's super spoiler territory, but just seeing the Ashford twins and that fucking clown Steve Burnside and the RE engine.
Dude, they need to fucking give Steve an overhaul.
Young
Fuck
Chris.
Steve.
Oh, Steve! Oh my god.
Young Chris and RE engine.
Steve is so trash.
Oh my god, he's the worst fucking character in the Resident Evil.
Claire.
Oh yeah.
Claire!
I hope it's Code Veronica, but I believe this leaker, dude. I think everything he says comes true. And it's not Code Veronica, unfortunately. I would love for it to be. I think Code Veronica definitely needs to be remade. But at the same time, look what happened to 3. 3 was mixed.
Yeah.
How would you implement the story of Code Veronica?
I'm still not happy 3 got remade. I mean,
see, me too.
So if Code Veronica's off the table, I wouldn't say RE1 needs a because I don't know, man. I wouldn't. I'm kind of with Lewis. Like the game's like it's like when even getting the GameCube game, giving it an HD remake, it still looks fantastic.
Yes, it
And
does.
it still
definitely
plays
holds up
great.
to this
Like,
day. It definitely
so
does.
like just like there's no reason to remake the game that I think I would pick one that would that should get a remake, to maybe improve it a little bit, and I'd have to pick Resident Evil 0, just because like, that's
You know?
That's an interesting
Ah,
choice. too.
That's the least
Yeah.
interesting one in the series, but like I've seen people mention Zero.
Mhm.
How would they do the buddy system in the remake though?
Yeah, you know.
Like would they actually split Zero?
online co-op, man.
I mean, they could do co-op, but like, I mean, I don't know. Zero is very mid to me. I beat it. Actually, I'm surprised I beat it more than
This
OG
man
RE3.
said mid.
This
Get off
is-
the Anna Twitter, bro.
Yeah, this is one
Get off
game.
the Anna Twitter, bro. This man said mid, bro. No.
I could see
Yeah.
I could see it being Zero, especially since the B team is making it a little scary that the B team is making a
Little
bigger
scary.
remake. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because,
Yeah,
like I said,
this is one game that I wouldn't mind if they just completely overhauled it and didn't do much with it, because
But that's
there was a
what they
lot
do.
of like flaws with that game.
That's
Like
what
Yeah.
I mean,
the item
True.
system was
the item box was the dropping
really
items
dumb.
was fucking
that's it's terrible.
It's stupid, dude. But I agree. But they would have to overhaul. But that's what made Zero special compared to the other ones. Is the buddy system, switching between partners and stuff like that. So
Yeah.
if they did get rid of that,
What?
I guess people wouldn't really care because a lot of Resident Evil fans think
Damn.
Zero is very mid. So I mean,
Yeah.
it might.
I
might
think
be
they
a
could
good
probably
look
still
for
make it work. They just need to refine it a bit more. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that'd be interesting if it was Zero. I like that answer. It could be.
Fuck
you know?
Final Fantasy X, bro.
Jay just died, bro.
He obviously
Alright.
hasn't played 10-2 yet.
Oh, oof.
Oh no.
Don't play that one.
one.
Do not play that one, bro.
Well,
Yeah.
What about you, Will? I know you're not really an RE fan, so what do you think this remake of Resident Evil is gonna be?
I feel like if they want to make a shit ton of money, it's gonna be 4. I personally think it would be
Yeah.
4.
Yeah.
See, but
I really think it would
I
be 4
feel-
because
I
as
feel
like a
like-
casual perspective, you go 1, 2, 3, and then go to 4. Like so, that's the way I'm seeing it.
Okay. But I mean, they remade 2 and 3 with the OTS over the shoulder view.
Yeah.
Why not go back and remake, which is insane to even think about. Why don't you go back and remake 1 the way how RE2 remake
Because 2 and 3 didn't get a remake. 1 did.
Yeah,
God,
that's
but
true, that's true.
one is already just so.
But here's the
It's
thing,
so
though.
good now.
This is how I feel about 4. 4 is my third favorite in the series, but I feel like it doesn't need a remake. 4 is
4 is
good
my
the way
second
it
favorite,
is.
actually.
Not really, but like that would be cool.
I mean, only for the
It's just
graphics.
so baffling they're not doing
be
it with
honest.
Veronica.
Besides the-
Yeah, no, it is dumb that they're not doing.
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
You're
Yeah.
right. Like it's the game to do.
Mhm.
Like
Yeah. So I don't know. Like, what do you think? You think it's 4? I think 4 would make a lot of money, but would you really trust the B team to make
That's
Resident
it. That's
Evil
true.
4
The
remake?
B team is doing this one, bro.
Would
The
you
B team,
trust
bro.
it?
The B
Comparing like
team.
RE2 to 3 from when I watch you guys play and like reading the reviews, I found like notes and people discussing it, I wouldn't trust them personally. It seems like a downgrade overall, and it's not like
and people think RE4 is already perfect as it is.
oh yeah,
True.
for sure.
People,
Yeah.
And if they change it, you know.
Like I said, I love it. It's my third favorite. I give it a 9 out of 10.
Yeah.
But I think it is a little overrated. I think, me and Close talked about this. Resident Evil 4, while great, was the
It-
downside of
it was-
Resident Evil.
yeah, yeah.
We got 5 and 6 right after.
Yeah, right after that.
You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, I mean, but back to what I'm saying. I think
Chill on
it-
5, bro. Chill on 5, bro.
I like 5, but 5 is down.
Trash, bro.
I do not like 5 personally.
The only reason
I-
y'all
I've
like
never
it
touched
is
five.
because of what's her name, bro. Let's be
Sheva.
real here.
Yeah.
Sheva?
Oh,
I-
Sheva. Bro, the AI was
Because of
trash
Sheva,
in
bro.
5, bro.
Yeah, it's trash.
Oh
It's
my
fine.
god.
I never
It's so
ta-
funny.
I
So
never
bad.
played 5, and I will continue to not play it until I have a co-op partner to play through that game.
True.
5 is fun. 5 is fun to play with people. Definitely is.
Dude, co-op 5 is fun. Yeah.
Yeah, it's
but
fun.
like
Yeah,
single
I've
player
heard
5
it's really good.
It can be painfully
Oof.
sore to
Don't
play by
even play it
yourself.
with friends. It's not with your time.
Damn.
Oh shit, Chris.
Hey,
Not
question,
even with friends?
question.
Yeah.
I got a
Yeah.
question, bro. This has nothing to do with the chat, what we're talking about right now. But should I get Chimera magic moves like fire and thunder and shit?
Oh, I hate 10, so I'll,
If you want, does
That's-
Kamari have a high magic stat? Check his stats.
Yes.
Alright, then get magic on him, bro.
Got you.
Yeah.
That has nothing to do with the podcast, bro.
So,
Alright, quick question. So,
Can I go now? Can I go now? So what I think the next game, I think it's gonna be Resident Evil 5 remake, bro.
Oh,
And
why would
it's-
they skip 4?
I think.
Why would they skip 4? You would have
they
to
would
skip
never
4
skip
to
4.
Bro, and Shovel.
They would never skip 4.
No, they're not skipping 4. They're not skipping.
Shovel's
Definitely
gonna be Shovel's gonna be based off Beyonce, bro.
Oh shit! Damn, that would be a great remake then, bro. Damn. Damn.
What about you? What do you think? You said you had a question. Another question, Will?
Oh, I was just wondering what you guys think about Revelations, because I play those.
Oh, you know what?
It's bad.
Those games are good.
Maybe you.
It
Yeah,
can't.
because I like the
How would they
first
remake
one on the
Revelation?
Wii U.
Yeah, they're a little too recent.
Yeah,
True.
they're too
Yeah,
recent
that's
to be
true.
remade.
Yeah,
Revelation
they've imported
on
to
the
everything too,
Wii.
Yeah, that's true.
including PS4.
Yeah, it's been on- it's on
This
PS4,
topic,
yeah.
But there's a
Yeah,
reason from the
Yeah,
same
both
guy
1 and
that-
2 are on Xbox and PS4, and then 1 is on like everything.
Yeah. But before we continue with that remake, the Resident Evil leaker has said there is a Resident Evil game coming in 2021 that's going to be cross-gen.
Oh shit!
And people
Ooh,
think it's
Revelations
either-
3?
And unfortunately, it's that fucking clown Ethan from Resident Evil 7.
You know he's gonna have a trilogy, bro.
Fuck you.
You know he's having a
So,
trilogy.
It's either gonna be, and I heard it's very different from like what the Resident Evil games we love. But he said, give it a chance. That's what he said from what he's been hearing. So it's either Resident Evil 8 or Revelations 3. They were saying, but it is Ethan.
Bro, what do you
And-
got against Ethan, bro?
He sucks. He's bored, dude. He doesn't even talk in 7, dude. He is
Like,
so.
bro,
We don't even
dude.
see him, bro, until the
Yeah,
end.
Trash.
You don't even
He's
fucking see
trash.
that. But
The real trick to that rumor is that's just going to be Dark Side Chronicles 2.
Oh wait, no, that would make sense. Though.
Isn't that the rail shooter game?
Yeah, but
Don't
also
do
Dark
this
Side
to us.
Chronicles,
No.
like,
No, wait, even better. Survivor. Ooh.
oh my god,
Jeez.
terrible game.
Oof.
but
Connor, every podcast you give us
I know.
off of this motherfucker.
Survivor was so
More and more reasons, bro. Every podcast is a reason, bro.
Wait, have you?
Oh shit.
But yeah, what about you, Becky? What game?
Okay,
And what game do you
honestly,
think
okay, I don't like Zero is an interesting suggestion because it's
That
like
is.
to be like an actual remake. I would think they're going for something that people want to actually see like remade, and I don't think that many people want to see Zero remade because is the
but
thing
what if
Zero came after 1 remake. And it has the same pretty like beautiful graphics, you know what I mean? I don't think Zero is the game that would really need it like other games need it. Like I would even go as far as to say that like I think it has a way higher chance of being 1 or 4 than it has of being 0 or like any other side game. Because like it's a bummer that it's not CVX. So like I'm actually like that's like the one game that I want. Yeah.
Why would they remake
one?
Because
Yeah, that's
Because
I don't see it as like a high possibility. I honestly think them remaking 1 is higher chance than 0. I think that's like not in their agenda anymore. I honestly don't. But
now that Tyner's brought up 0 being remade and how they could probably change it, maybe they
Fix it.
want to give new life
Yeah.
to 0.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Exactly, that's what I'm
the original
thinking.
One,
I mean,
now it's different where like maybe Billy and Rebecca have separate campaign.
yeah.
You know what I mean? My
They
boy,
could
they
do,
do something
or
like
now with the
that.
B team, bro.
Yeah, yeah.
and that's why I'm saying like give it an overhaul because the original Zero's rough. It's real rough.
Yeah, it had potential, but like I said, the
Yeah.
item management was
It did
off.
have like okay, you guys have a point of like I made up the point. It's like opposite things that are like both true, but it's kind of like it's not a game that people necessarily want to see remade because of what it was, but also it is a game that people want to see remade because like of what it could become, and it has like potential. And like the fact that they're just messing with like co-op and multiplayer so much almost makes me believe that like they could be working on some kind of weird co-op for like 0 or like or they
Maybe.
could be working on just
Outbreak?
like 4.
What
Honestly.
about Outbreak?
Yeah.
What about an Outbreak remake?
Julio said we allowed Gabe to give us gameplay.
What about everyone loves Outbreak? You know, the multiplayer PS2 game. Where,
Yeah.
you know, they use like this nobody's basically trying to survive. What if
that
they're
didn't have
remaking
a
that?
big reach though. Like compare that to like the main series. Like how many Resident Evil fans that like even like I know like not a lot of you guys have played like the old ones, like the original like 0, 1, 2, 3 Code Veronica, but that's like
I
even
played all
another
those.
layer of obscurity. Like who the fuck knows what like
Of
like
course
when he
you
said
did, Tyner.
Outbreak,
But
how
Outbreak
many
is
of you have an
very
image of like how
highly
it plays?
regarded
and, like,
to the in the fan base. So.
yeah, I mean, in the core fan base, but it seems like they experiment and fuck around too much. Like Capcom is known to do that. Like the reason that like for the same reason that like they have like Resistance and other like weird projects that like Resistance almost just reminds me of like
Dead
an
by Daylight.
attempt of like Six, like kind of like how Six tries to like actionize things and like really like make some kind. But in this form, it's a multiplayer. It's like an open beta, so it's different. But it's like. It reminds me of Capcom's really dumb attempts to sacrifice what could be like, you know, their core games for like some kind of weird action or like some weird multiplayer. And it's like
that's just Capcom though. Capcom. Everyone, as a huge Capcom fan, I know they can go on a huge roll. You know, critically acclaimed games from like DMC5, Resident Evil Remake. You know, Resident Evil 3 is really good. And then just the next game they'll just fuck up like how they usually do. There's Capcom. That's the Capcom we know.
Dude, that's totally the Capcom. Yeah,
and then the next game is bad. You know, so
But what I'm saying is like we're seeing a common theme. Like the reason why they fuck up is because they try to experiment like badly. You know what I mean? Like just imagine if Resistance wasn't a thing, and like Resident Evil like 3 had all of its content, had all the rooms, and like it had decision making, you know? Do you know how fucking good of a game that would be? But then like beyond that, like for this next game that's rumored, like I feel like something like Outbreak, something like multiplayer, all of those involve experiments and they all deviate away from like what we're expecting them to remake, which is like their core type of gameplay, survival horror. And I feel like all of those are just gonna be a fuck up. That's why I don't want it to be Outbreak. That's why I don't really want it to be Zero, because I feel like they're gonna make it some awkward, clunky multiplayer that they like fucked up on so many times already. And like, yeah, like think about the Resident Evil games, like
Umbrella Corpse or something.
Yeah, no, like Umbrella, like or like Dark Side, like all of those games, like they're all fucking stupid experiments. Like Umbrella, guys. Like they're literally like Umbrella, like releasing bad
Umbrella
viruses.
Chronicles.
I forgot about that. Oh my god.
Yeah, that's a terrible game.
In all fairness to the Chronicles games, those games were made for like Dave and Buster's and arcades and shit like that.
Oh
So,
yeah.
I personally enjoyed like Darkside Chronicles because that was the closest to an RE2 remake we got back then. When everyone wanted RE2 remake after RE1 remake.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying though. See how it didn't do RE2 justice at all, and we got an actual remake and people liked it? That's why RE2, that's why Darkside Chronicles was an awkward fucking experiment that failed again. Like all of these things that they try that are like outside of their like niche, I feel like they never have done well. Like 5, thinking about 5 now, it's like that's probably the best Resident Evil multiplayer experience we've ever gotten. It's still kind of dog shit. Like they've never done well with that, you know.
So is Resident Evil 7 trash or no?
It's a good game.
I mean,
it's a good game, but it
doesn't feel like Resident Evil
over
to me.
the shooter.
It's not a Resident Evil game, really. Yeah.
But in all fairness, it did bring back actual survival horror to the.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, especially after 6. Oof.
Resident Evil. Resident Evil was less of a Resident Evil game and more of a VR experience.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty much promote.
I'm gonna say.
Oh yeah, VR. Yeah.
It must have been in VR.
I played the whole thing in VR. It was.
Damn, that must have been kind of cool, actually.
It was.
It was made for VR.
After coming up with a new formula and a new model for modern Resident Evil with Resident Evil 2 and 3 remake, like I'm not gonna fucking understand if they go back to first person in Resident Evil 8.
Yeah, no.
That would just.
Well, I mean,
see, that's what I'm talking about. That's gonna be an experiment.
You underestimate Capcom, Tyner.
Everything comes in threes when it comes to the Resident Evil series.
Yeah.
The original RE1 through 3, fixed camera angles. RE4 through 6, that's another 3. OTS. Resident Evil 7, first person shooter. So
Kinda.
They might go 8, 9.
No, that would
Do you
just
think,
be such a bad idea.
So do you think they do 2, 3, 1 or 2, 3, 4?
Maybe.
Because, like,
I
I don't know. I feel like they would do.
What do you mean? What do you mean for 2, 3? They already did the original remake. Just because one
the original trilogy is finally remade, but
Yeah.
like I said,
Yeah.
maybe like they might like okay, maybe we do let's try and make Resident Evil 1. Let's remake Resident Evil 1 to like how the newer remakes are. But
the
like,
whole
we'll see.
point that made Resident Evil 1 so scary was the fixed camera angles. You didn't know what was coming.
Yeah, I agree with Lewis though. Like, I don't think. Okay, one also game that has so much to fucking puzzle solve in. Like, there's a million doors, and your first like ability, like your first available moment to move. There's so much to like literally. Oh my gosh, fireballs. Okay. I guess what I want to say, like one has like you explore so much of that like right off the bat, and it has the most like promising like kind of puzzle solving survival horror elements, and like 2 and 3 moved away from that. That's why like I feel like they shouldn't even apply the over shoulder to 1 at all. Like they should just like not mess with 1. Like that's what I think.
But I mean, I would
I don't know
love
if
to
this is what
see
they're
the
gonna
Spencer
do.
Mansion in the RE engine. That's just me. I'm gonna
Maybe.
go in and I'm gonna go real quick, and I'm gonna let everyone else go in there. We gotta move on. Yeah, people are
Okay.
saying, "Oh,
Yeah.
RE topic is too long."
Yeah,
Sorry,
we could talk
guys,
about this for like a
but-
while.
but-
Yeah, Persona
but-
5 got like 10 minutes.
That's true. But I'm like,
I don't think we mentioned Persona that much.
I think it's gonna be 1. There's like, and this is maybe silly to say, but there's a reason why they remade her Resident Evil 1 outfit in the remake of 3, and it looks fantastic. I think it's gonna be 1. I think they're gonna
That
do
is
1.
true.
I think they're gonna remake 1. And if they do 4, it's great. I'll get either one. It doesn't matter. It's Resident Evil. What about you, Close? You go. Let you go.
Well, I mean, I said it earlier. Would be the ideal remake for me.
I wish it was Veronica, honestly.
Yeah.
I really do.
Really
Yeah,
hope
CVX
not.
would be awesome.
Yeah.
I really hope it's not 1. The only way I'll be okay with them remaking again, if they fix like the shooting, but keep it fixed camera angle.
They
I
could
can
do
see
that.
I can see that.
Like if they did that, 1 would be even more perfect than what it already is.
What, bro? Oh my god, dude.
Damn.
Oh,
I mean,
I thought Jay
one
was
remake-
just, I was like, Jay.
Jay
don't-
died
don't
again, bro.
even-
I
Don't
would like
even
to.
talk
I
about
would personally like to
but-
see OTS RE1. Just hopefully they don't ruin it. But I mean, it is.
Yeah,
scary 'cause one
that's
is
true.
Fantastic. But like I said, I mean,
But it-
go ahead.
Yeah, just you were saying about the fixing the shoot. I don't know, Close. They already have like auto aim and quick turn, like that. The shooting with quick turn.
Well, no, it was just the pivot aiming that really bothered me in that game. In regards to there's only certain angles you can hit. If they can keep the fixed camera angles, but make it to where the aiming is more modern, I guess it would be a better way of saying it. Like I don't know, because the fixed aiming in Resident Evil 1 was annoying. Let's be real here.
Mm.
Like it was completely annoying. It's probably the only thing I don't like about the original RE1. So if they could somehow keep it fixed camera
Where's my
angle,
spoons, bro?
okay. But keep it fixed camera angle, but still do something with the aiming to where it's just not pivoted. Like there's something else they can do with it. That would be ideal. But can we be real here? We all want Dino Crisis remake, bro.
Oh man,
Yeah.
That's,
That'd be cool.
that's what
I
we
fucking-
want, bro.
I don't know, man. I'd give it. I would still say Code Veronica over Dino Crisis remake.
No,
but that's
no,
fine.
Actually, I agree with that.
I don't know, bro. I would go super crazy Dino Crisis,
Dude.
bro.
What
So
about you, Jay?
good.
Or you done close? My bad.
All right,
Nah,
I already
you-
said
you
5.
good, bro.
I already said 5, bro.
You said 5. Oh,
5.
That's only because he hasn't
Fine.
played like the rest of them, bro. That's
But
the
the only,
Yeah.
the only ones I played, is the original one. When you in the mansion, I played that one.
Yeah.
And 5 and Revelation.
Wait, did you beat the
Revelation
original
too.
one?
I beat the original. I like 1. I like the original one. That's why
The
I was
remake
saying-
or did you play the OG?
No, the
What you
OG.
saying?
Whichever one.
Oh,
was on
96?
GameCube. Which one was on game?
Oh, that was the remake.
Oh, it's a remake. Yeah.
Yeah.
I played that
Yeah.
one.
Yeah.
Okay. What about you, George?
I would say, to be honest, I would personally want 4,
4.
just because I love 4. But honestly, Actually, you know what? I want Code Veronica just because I want them to fix Steve, bro. Just because I watched somebody. I didn't play Code Veronica,
Oh
but
my God.
I watched like a little bit of a
He
walkthrough.
was so
He
annoying.
doesn't need fixing.
No,
Beggy.
Beggy, he
Oh
needs
my God,
fixing.
Beggy.
A complete
No,
overhaul.
please.
Complete. I would want Code Veronica just to see that game, just because I know everybody wants that. But I think honestly, I think they'll go 4 just because of the money, bro. They'll
I
make
think the
so
four- I
can
much
see them
more.
But
going
would you trust the B team?
That, bro,
to
the
make
B
it,
team.
though? That's the thing.
That's
though.
another
Like,
thing to it, bro. The B team. Ah, man, give the B team Resident Evil 6. Give them, give them RE6, bro.
Give
They just recently finished like RE3, right? So the
Give
RE2
them
developers
five,
were already
bro.
making something else by the time 3 was released.
Yeah, what is the
Maybe,
RE? What
maybe
is
18 is making 4, which is very interesting and exciting to hear about.
Oh, that's a good point.
what is the RE2
There's no way
team
they're
working
gonna
on?
do RE3 and then instantly 4.
I don't know what they're probably making 8.
That's true. They're probably making the
No,
main
they could
main one. Yeah.
They could be making 8, but we'll see.
First
But
Resident
all right,
Evil 8.
guys. I enjoyed their RE talk, but I see everyone like, oh.
Okay. I wanna make one statement.
Yeah, let Will go since he didn't really.
Oh, go
talk.
ahead.
I hope RE4 was $10 extra on the Switch. Hope you guys get my reference.
Oh, oh, damn.
Switch
That's an old reference,
my
bro.
God.
Hey.
Nice.
Why did we
let's
let
go.
William talk again?
worth it.
Before we end, sorry, RE4, and I said this earlier with Present in an earlier week.
Yeah.
Was the downfall of the survival horror aspect
Yeah.
of the Resident Evil
Yeah.
series. If
Yeah.
I don't think RE4 was perfect, like a lot of people say. I don't think it was perfect because the
It
only
wasn't.
scary part of the game was in the beginning, in the village.
Yeah, everything was in stereos.
True.
Nothing
So-
was scary.
Yeah.
So
what about the
after-
laboratory?
Oh, yeah.
That scared a fuck ton of people.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Like, what about the castles and the guys with like the fucked up faces too?
No, that was
I-
cheesy.
honestly,
You can't say Salazar.
Yeah, he was. He was.
Salazar. I'm talking about the Ganados that like were
Oh,
zealots and they were like
true.
in the religion. Like that was awesome.
But Ashley
Like,
though.
But even playing as Ashley defenseless, bro, like that wasn't.
Oh,
that wasn't
God,
even scary. But if they could make Resident Evil 4 remake
Yeah.
and make it more so
Scary.
back
They
to
could
its
do-
Yeah,
survival
yeah, yeah.
horror,
If they could do that, that'd be amazing.
but still keep its action, I think that would be good. But
I could see that happening actually because what they scrapped that they had that was like you walking around and it was kind of like have you guys?
yeah, I know
have you seen
what
the
you're.
scrap footage.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah,
I can see them
yeah.
doing that footage.
Fucking
Like,
Julio.
But I think four. I
Hey,
think
you
four
don't
had a
remake
lot
the
of
movies.
really good
Julio, you
spirits
don't
and
remake the
environments,
movies, dude.
like in my opinion. Like
Oh,
also like the Nova Star.
Wait, hold on a second, baby. My bad. Did you just say Julio likes the movies, bro?
He said, "Oh, remake the movies, not the games. You don't remake." The
Oh, damn! Hey, give the B give the B team the movies, bro. I changed my answer. Give them the movies, bro.
Julio.
Alright, Becky, my bad. Go ahead.
Julio also
Yeah.
said that
Oh, no,
they
oh, no,
were
I was gonna
people
say,
actually
like-
bought Resident Evil.
They had scrap footage of 4 as like their original.
Oh
concept
yeah, I
Well,
saw that.
4
Has
was
it-
supposed
so-
to be a supernatural
Yeah.
kind of like
Supernatural. Oh, see,
walking around, like third person, like kind of Resident
Yeah,
Evil game,
yeah.
and it looked fucking good.
So-
And like the 4 we know today is like still great, but like I think Clueless is like talking about a 4 where hypothetically
Yeah.
it could become that, but like modern. It could be like an amazing game, and it could have kind of like Silent Hill supernatural elements,
Yeah,
and they could be
most definitely.
awesome.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
But
Yeah.
but like the reason why I think like a lot of people like with Code Veronica, they sleep on it is like they haven't seen the environments. Like the environments in that game are so fucking awesome. They have
Yeah,
a
yeah,
prison. They have like a big Alex mansion. They have like another doll mansion that's really
Oh,
fucking scary.
yeah.
Like
Oh,
they
yeah.
have the
Creepy,
best
real creepy.
environments out of like almost any Resident Evil game. Like it's
Code
so,
Veronica is definitely goated, honestly.
so good.
Yeah, they should remake that one.
The
Yeah.
spiritual thing. There was a rumor like that 8 was supposed to have something spiritual in it.
Ooh,
But-
that's
Oh.
exciting.
So,
Exciting.
but we'll move
Alright.
on. We'll move
Yep.
on.
Yep.
Everyone in here is Switch bitches. So the next Mario, Super Mario.
Hey.
Super Mario.
You're not wrong, Will. You look
Switch
like you
bitches.
just awoke from a coma.
Damn.
Who
Fucking
Who said that?
Julio.
William woke up Mario.
William's dick just got super hard, bro.
How's that even possible?
But Mario's
Damn,
35th
you saying you
anniversary.
can't get hard because you hate
Nah, only with you I can.
Damn.
Oh my goodness. Dude. So
I need my power bottom, you
it's
know?
crazy. There's more viewers popping in too now.
Nintendo.
Nintendo?
Wait, I can play them portably.
I don't care about Mario.
So this is the topic that Beggy's gonna be quiet on. But
Yeah.
Mario's 35th anniversary is coming up this year,
Yeah.
and there's rumors that they are remastering a lot of his 3D games in Galaxy 1, Sunshine. Was it Super Mario 64?
Yeah.
64.
And they're supposed to be releasing this year. How they're going to
3D
release? I don't know. A 3D World. I mean, no one cares about 3D World. 3D World.
Well,
Oh,
no,
come
no,
on,
no,
dude.
yeah,
3D
that
World
was thing.
a 3D World Deluxe Edition, like
Yeah.
a port from the Wii U version.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is
But-
the game they should have done from the beginning and not fucking Mario U.
But yeah, a bunch of games are coming out for his 35th anniversary. How they're gonna release is being kind of like going back and forth. People say it's supposed to be like a 3D collection, but Nintendo
Nah,
being sleazy. Nintendo being sleazy as they are, they're probably gonna.
Bro, you know
Every
they're gonna
game separately.
charge each game $60, bro.
So unfortunately, it's probably not gonna be an All-Star 2-pack. Which
Oh,
You
yeah.
know I'm buying
I-
each one for $60.
Oh
And
yeah.
you know what? The Switch bitches would buy them all for $60 piece.
Facts, bro.
True.
$60 for an up-res of 1080, bro.
And
Bro,
they
we
won't-
buy-
they won't-
we
and
buy-
the
bro.
resolution. The resolution won't even be.
Oh, it'll probably be
It'll
720,
be
bro.
nine-
Bro,
it'll be nine.
we bought,
Nah,
bro.
bro.
We bought 1-2 Switch for $60, bro. Don't.
I didn't buy that. Hey, Jay, speak for yourself, Jay.
Hey,
Wait, time out.
Whoa.
A second, not me, bitch.
Not me.
No,
that game retails
Not me,
for
bitch.
$40.
Bro, first
So you
off,
got ripped
you
off.
said we?
Oh, who's me, bro? I didn't buy it.
Nobody
Hey,
buying
bro.
by that track.
I didn't
Hey,
buy it, bro.
Hey, if you a Switch bitch, bro, we all in the same
Dude,
boat.
I
You
bought
gotta
that game
buy it,
for
bro. We bought it.
$3 and I got
So-
ripped off.
What do you
Bro,
guys
I
think
am
about
the
this
first
rumor?
I'm not in a
Okay, I got some things to say.
Do you guys think this rumor is true, or do you think it's
I-
going to come in a 3D collection, or do you think Nintendo will be sleazy and charge everyone $60 for a 720?
The latter.
up-res?
The ladder.
ladder.
The
Can I
ladder.
go first?
Go ahead, Tyner. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
I don't know, man. I am on team compilation. Here's what I'm thinking they're gonna do. I think they are gonna probably do the all huh? No.
No, keep going.
Just- no, but like I think they're probably gonna do something like touch-ups for all the games. They're not gonna be full-on remakes. Like
They're just remasters. Remasters are just literally just up-reses.
yeah, just like how they did with the Final Fantasy games on modern platforms and stuff. But like, I think they're gonna have Mario Galaxy, Sunshine, Galaxy 1, Galaxy 2, 64, and Sunshine, and I think they're gonna go all the way and give it the Mario All Stars branding. I think that makes the most sense to me.
But
You know,
bro,
if
this is
they're
what I'm
gonna do-
saying. I'm sorry to interrupt, bro. But why would they do that when it's certain games in that collection that they can sell for $60? Mario Sunshine will go for $60.
Oh, it will.
But why would they do
Mario-
that? Why would they? Why,
But
if-
because
especially
they
if it-
can, bro. We won't
Especially if
buy
it's
that
just a
shit,
fucking
bro.
720 port. You're gonna rip off.
I
your
mean, it's-
fucking,
Maybe not
Dude,
even
that's what I'm saying.
720p.
They are
It's
very
540p.
Not even 720.
It's 540, bro.
It's not like Nintendo hasn't
Frame
made
dips.
compilations of games before. You know, they had the Kirby, they had the Kirby collection on Wii. They had the Metroid Prime collection on the Wii. They had
True.
the original Mario All Stars. You know, they've had
If it's
game
a collection
collection,
of those games for $60, that's worth it. But if they're literally
Yeah.
just fucking up-resing, and I
They
love
won't
Sunshine.
do that, bro. You can get Sunshine and Galaxy for those for $bucks, bro.
People will
Niggas-
definitely buy
niggas will
that
buy
for
them.
full price. Bro.
Yeah, they would.
yes,
And
So-
Nintendo knows that.
You're stupid. And you're
So
stupid
what
because
they
you
can
know
do-
they're not gonna even
what
put
they
any
can
effort
do-
into the remake.
Bro, what they can do
720
is
gonna
they can
fucking-
probably put like Mario Sunshine and maybe put like Mario 3D World in the collection for $60. Like put a Mario game.
Mario
that
3D
niggas-
World is already.
I think 3D World is going to be its own
3D
separate
3D
release.
World is going to be its own.
It's
thing,
on
too.
because it's a
Yeah.
deluxe. It's a deluxe
The only
thing.
bundle that
So why
I
would-
see
Yes.
happening is probably Galaxy 1 and 2. That's it.
1 and 2. Oh shit.
But I don't even
Fuck
think,
two, love one.
I don't even think 2 was even confirmed. I think it's just Galaxy.
I think it's
1.
just 1.
But why would
I
they
mean,
do one
they're
and
doing
not
a smart
2?
choice then. Clearly,
I thought VentureBeat reported on having Galaxy 2 be in the collection.
I didn't hear that. I've been hearing mixed reports on that.
Well, that came from Fresh S Spawnwave, so I don't know. That could be not
What I
accurate.
think they're gonna do.
Tyner said it, by the way.
Tyner said it.
I
Okay,
think
go
they're gonna.
ahead, Rich. What do you
I
think?
think they're gonna do 2 double. I do think Galaxy 2 is gonna be one of them, because why would they do 1 and not 2?
Right.
Yeah, exactly.
That's true.
I think we're gonna get a 64 and Sunshine pack for $60, then a Galaxy and Galaxy 2 pack for $60.
I could see that too.
And
That's a
if-
little
if-
better.
If
That's
they
a little
do
better.
64, I want it to be the DS version.
That'd be nice.
That's fair.
Because
I like the DS
that had
version.
multiple characters, new bosses. It was just the better. The only problem is it was on the DS.
I'm gonna say this right now. I'm excited for
Yeah,
Sunshine
TG,
HD.
you getting framed for that
I'm
dinosaur.
excited for Sunshine HD.
Frame trap, bro.
You know, Mario 64 HD.
Bro, why aren't you
But
teching?
if they are remastering these games, they better be in 60 frames per second.
Aw,
There's no
man.
excuse.
You know there's gonna
for a
be
fucking
dips,
game-
bro.
There's no excuse. A GameCube game and an N64
Wait, wasn't
outrage should not be fucking.
No, I
60 frames
think-
per
I think
second.
they will
wasn't,
be.
Wasn't Galaxy in 60
didn't even
or-
Odyssey dip though?
No, Odyssey dipped.
Odyssey dipped?
It
not
dipped
really.
in,
I don't remember Odyssey
it dipped
dipping.
in New Dawn.
It dipped in New Donk City.
Oh,
Okay.
but that's yeah.
But they have to render so many different like entities
Yeah.
in that world.
But there's no excuse for Sunshine HD and fucking Mario 64 not being at 60. There's no excuse, dude. If they're 30, dude, I mean, I don't mind 30 as long as it's steady, but those are old games. You know what I'm saying? Make them
But on-
as best as you can be. You know.
On the other hand, like purists might like cry foul on that shit because like
Oh,
you know
what?
you have like
Furious
speedrunners
Drive
and
for
shit.
60 frames? Oh, you sound like a Switch bitch. No.
I'm not saying that. I'm just saying like
you know what? Then those people
Anything
can go
is
play
better.
the
Beat me, bro.
I guess you're right too.
Anything is better than 60. Purists, you talking about retro, right? You're a retro ass.
I'm not saying that I agree with it. I'm just saying I think like speedrunners and like people who are used to the original games might pull a fucking bitch fit if they mess with the
Why?
game frame rate and
60 frames per second is better for speedruns. If anything.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
You know people are
Mhm.
stupid, bro. You know they.
Why
be-
would you want
they be
30 over
crying.
60? If I can get 60, I'm taking 60, no matter what. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
You know, but I do agree, Richard. I will that'd be better than they just charge 60 for every single one. You know what I mean? I also can see them going. Was that-
I agree, TG. I agree with those statements that you said, bro. Both of them.
I hope they're all bundled, too.
Yeah. That'd be-
Yeah.
I hope they're all bundled. But
That'd be great.
what about
But what about the rumored Paper Mario game? Like, what do y'all think that's gonna entail?
I forgot about that actually. That'd be cool. But like, you think they would really release 5 fucking Mario games?
Dude, they have nothing else this year.
Like I
That's-
said, I
what,
think
5,
I think it's
dude?
gonna be
Like-
I think it's gonna be 3 games. It's gonna be the collection with the 4 3D Mario games. It's gonna be 3D World Deluxe, and it's gonna be Paper Mario. That's my prediction.
Bro, if that bitch is Sticker Star 2, I'm gonna be so
Apparently, they're
Dude,
supposed to go
Color
back to their
Splash.
roots.
Yeah,
Dude,
co-
that
I'm
would
throwing my
no
foot
fuck
out
that
the
shit. It would be
window.
it would be Sticker Star 3. They already had their
yeah.
Sticker
Color,
Star 2.
color
with Color
splash. Color splash
Okay,
is
see,
sticker
I
star
forgot
too.
about Color Splash. It was so bad. like my Switch is going out the window if it's like another Sticker Star
The
type
fact
game.
that y'all played that game makes me fucking.
Fucking.
No, I didn't play that game. Fuck that. Hell no.
Switch bitches.
I played Sticker Star when it came out because I didn't know it was going to be bad.
I'm so happy you're here, Alton.
I love Mario.
I know what
though.
I do
Hey,
otherwise.
I'm gonna be real. I'm gonna be upset if they're all sold separately, but I'm not. I'd be lying to you if I said it wouldn't. Sunshine HD and $60, I'll still buy it. You know, I'm just saying. I love Sunshine. 64 better not be $60 if they sold separate though. That got
Bro,
be 30 or
60,
20.
64,
No,
I
it'll be
think 64 is
$64.
gonna be 20.
Hey, just go to Walmart, bro. You know everything cheaper when it comes to
Yeah,
games,
$10
bro.
off.
Price
Yeah.
But
point.
so, I hope it's a collection. If it's a collection, then I can see maybe they didn't put too much effort into like the resolution, stuff like that. You know, if they're selling it for fucking 60 a pop,
It would have to be. They would have to put
And
more effort into
way
it.
more fucking effort into it.
Yeah.
But I'm all for the remake.
I'm not
I mean,
gonna lie.
Risk
I would
Masters.
actually buy each one of their 60s. I love those games too much.
Well, look at you.
Fuck is that supposed to mean? Well, just say you hang out with me.
Roast I have ever
You're
heard.
the one who bought. How much?
He said
Richard.
3 words,
What?
bro.
Richard, how much times have you bought Sonic Forces?
Oh,
No, you didn't.
how many
You
times?
bought it 4 times.
I have,
4
I have the
times?
PC. No, I have
You
the PC.
bought
and
Sonic
the
Forces 4 times?
You bought it 4 times. I swear
Oh,
you said
God.
you told me you bought the Xbox.
Oh my god,
No,
dude.
I canceled those ones.
I don't know, but I think you're lying.
I think he's
I
Lying.
only have the Switch and the PC version.
I'm surprised you even have the Switch version.
Look, you bought Resident Evil 6 again on Switch. I don't want to hear it.
Oh shit! Oh damn! Oh shit! Damn!
Anthem for $60.
Damn! Damn! He brought up Anthem. He brought up Anthem. Oh
too, bro. He
shit!
was like, nah, this game is not.
Damn! Oh shit!
Yeah, Anthem.
Imagine buying games on Switch, but then imagine buying Resident Evil 6.
He committed 2 sins, bro. Those are 2 cardinal sins, bro.
Hold on.
He
First of
became
all,
like the perfect hybrid of a
don't ever,
Capcom and a
don't clown on me for buying a triple pack that which each game was $20 each, 20, 40, 60. But you got guys like Richard fucking buying Sonic Forces twice at 60
Look,
a pop.
hold on.
Yeah, that is true. That is
First
true.
of all,
You guys cried about Resident Evil 3 making
more than once, bro.
Fucking,
Bro.
oh, fuck out of here, dude.
Bro, the homie's deepest, darkest secrets are.
I
Hey, Richard, what else?
He
is there?
likes Final Fantasy 13. He bought Resident Evil 6 on Switch. Like, what else? What else we got?
Let's fucking go!
know. Good shit.
Go,
Congrats,
bro.
Jay.
I did it, bro.
Tyler,
You guys remember
Let's
those?
go.
Who'd you beat, Jay?
Don't even fucking come to
That
me like
fucking
Oh, okay.
that spits
All
out that
right.
thing that you can
Oh, okay. I know what you mean.
Bruh.
You
No,
were the guy.
bro, you
You're the guy who
bought
was
Resident Evil
like-
6 on Switch. You lost this fight.
Here's the thing, though.
Presto swinging, though. Presto swinging.
Hey,
Come
yo,
on now.
Julio said Becky don't want to be your friend anymore, bro.
Like I said,
That's a G, bro.
it was a triple pack, 20 game.
Bro, I don't
Don't defend it.
What would
Damn.
you like to buy? What would you like to buy? Sonic Forces for $60? You don't buy Sonic Forces for $60?
He's displaying that.
wrong. There's no defending either one of you. Both of you.
Hey, Sonic Force was $40 at retail.
I don't care, bro. You still bought it, though. What? Bro, that's $40.
Both of y'all just put a big ass L on your fucking forehead.
It's how I see it. Hey,
Buying Sonic Forces is the least of my worries to putting an L on my forehead, alright?
Oh shit.
20
Yeah,
games,
bro.
20 games per
Oh.
triple pack, dog. It's worth it. But yeah, over here
Okay, you
trying to. But
already
you guys.
tried to,
Yeah, this-
like,
But
pay
here's the thing,
yourself
though. Here's the thing. But you guys are trying to vouch for a $60 fucking single game of a GameCube game. So so you mean you're clowning on me for buying a triple pack when each game is $60?
Well,
$20
one out of
per
the 3
game,
games
but
are
you
good.
guys are fucking. Oh, fuck out of here! You guys Mario 64
Resident Evil
for
4 by
$60?
itself.
You
Damn.
guys really trying to defend a $60 port of Mario 64, but laughing at me for buying.
not.
I didn't defend that.
Okay.
I didn't defend it. What do you mean? I didn't defend anything. I'm just waiting for my turn.
Super Mario
Okay.
64.
Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna.
Alright, I want to hear you defend.
I'm not saying
Defend-
none of us ever said that Super Mario 64 should be $60. We say Nintendo.
I said 20 at highest.
It's not.
Yeah.
It's not happening. It's not. I will fucking eat my left shoe if they release Super Mario 64.
Somebody clip this, please.
Everybody remember this moment.
Unless it's a full-on HD remake, if they're just
That better
going to
be a
release
video, bro.
classic Super Mario 64, like classic ass, just the N64 for $60, I will fucking eat my. I will fucking like. I don't know. I'll put up some money or something.
Donate money to me.
Why don't you just pull a? You know what? I shouldn't say that.
That shit is not gonna fucking
That
happen.
is that what you're gonna say?
Talks. That's after podcast talk.
They're not
Yeah.
going to release just the straight
let's
vanilla
not take it
N64
there.
version.
Yeah.
They're not going to release it.
Fucking Julio is like, escort Prez off the podcast.
I guess I'm hosting the next one immediately.
The host. Hey, you guys want William to host the next episode?
Yes!
Hell no!
Oh fuck no! Why is William the next choice, bro?
I'm a
Fuck
damn
no!
good host, and you all know
Nah,
that.
The Disrespected Podcast is officially disbanding.
this is the last episode.
You guys gotta have William host.
Take me! I'm actually
William,
done here.
William, you can host once Jay starts respecting you.
He's never respected.
So never then, bro.
Never, bro.
Never, bro.
Exactly. How many phones do we have with each
Last
other?
week episode was so funny because like
Yeah.
William was like, "Oh Jay, you go," and then Jay is like, "Man, just fucking."
He's like, I'm legit trying my best, and Jay just didn't cooperate with me.
Never, bro.
And then William tried to
Never,
host
bro.
him like,
Oh, that was so
fucking-
bad.
That was hilarious, bro.
I was funny, but I was low-key heated at Jay at that day. I was just like, man, fuck you.
Yeah. But yeah, the
William
Mario thing.
Prez and the Boomer make their own.
William Prez and the Boomer.
Okay, and not the same
Prez and the
The Mario
Boomer.
games, I hope the Mario games are all in one pack.
Yeah, I hope it's all in one.
Are
place.
they gonna?
It's not gonna be. It's too good to be true.
Yeah.
I honestly doubt it.
Yeah.
But
I hope they just
That's
don't
it.
come out.
They don't come out at all.
Yeah.
They just don't come out at all, bro.
Keep it in like Nintendo's like stomach. Don't like just shit out these Mario games. Like please don't.
I'm gonna make a new game for once.
But what about who else wants to go? I know Beggy. I mean, Beggy, if you want to, show your opinion
Yeah,
about
from
the
the
Mario
I
games, go
want to
ahead.
hear Beggy's opinion from the outside looking in. Beggy,
Go ahead,
Like-
Beggy. What you got? What the Mario
She
games?
just said she doesn't want them to
True.
happen.
I just know, like, I just don't like. There's not that many things that I could care less about than like how much to choose, like how much to charge Mario games is like. I'm not gonna spend any money on like any of them. Like I'm not big into Mario anyway. Like I'm not a fan anyway. It's just like. It's just not like it doesn't grab me. Like it's nothing that I would ever spend my time on to play Mario. Like I played it. I'm not I'm not like someone who's like completely devoid of like playing the games either. Like when I was younger, I played with my sister like the games in the DS all the time. And we also played co-op on the Wii, like the Super Mario Brothers for like Wii, like the one where like you had the penguin suit and like you would like throw each other and stuff. Like I played those games, but they're not like. They don't have an appeal to me at all right now. But like even when they had an appeal to me, I didn't think they were that great. Even when I would like play them and like beat them and stuff, like I'm just like
Yeah, the
I don't,
Mario
that's why I
Yeah.
don't have a strong opinion of them. Like I don't
Yeah.
feel like I'm gonna ever want to spend time on like that. You know what I mean? Like I just
Yeah.
don't. Like it's just not that good.
Alright, so hang on, let me get this straight. So you hate Mario and you hate Zelda.
Okay, I don't hate Zelda. I haven't played as much of Zelda, but like Mario, I don't hate it either. I just think that it's like a really like it doesn't grab my attention at all. It's
I
like
have no
whatever.
idea.
It's
Did
like
you not play
Mario. It's
Odyssey?
like it's nothing. I played very little of Odyssey. The most that I played of like Mario games were Galaxy.
Damn, Nicholas, calm down.
Super Mario Bros. Wii U, and I played like a little bit of Sunshine the
Do it
GameCube.
again, bro.
And
Max,
I played a lot of like
Full-on bound
team games,
ban?
like multiple player games. Like
Mhm.
I played Strikers, and I played Mario Party with my sister and my brother like a lot actually. So, but like
So
the
in,
Mario,
in
like
short
play them
term,
on my own.
so
no.
in short terms, grown women don't play Nintendo. Basically, that's what you're basically
No,
saying.
I mean there are plenty that do. Like there are plenty that have their YouTube channels and shit, and like of them playing like classic Nintendo franchises, like Mario especially. Like I'm not one of them at all. I just don't. I'm not amused by like Mario really like anymore. Like if it's like Mario Party, if I'm playing with friends, then I'll play it because it's fun. You know.
Yeah, Mario
But, like,
Kart is fun.
yeah, and like Strikers is kind of fun.
I like
how do you
Strikers
feel
too.
about- So
Yeah,
how
I
do you
like
feel about
Strikers.
Zelda, Becky? How do you feel about Zelda?
She hates it.
Oh shit! Oh shit! Oh!
I'm just like
That's a
so,
whole another
uh,
podcast.
This.
I'm not
Fair
like
enough.
very drawn to Zelda, but I've played Ocarina of Time. I've played Link to the Past on the SNES emulator, and I've like I know what Breath of the Wild like. I know how it plays, and like all of my friends play it, but like I'm not drawn to it like that. But it's more of a bias of the type of games that I like than Zelda itself. You know what I mean? So I'm not gonna like pin that on Zelda. Really, I'm gonna pin that on like.
She's
in terms of, like,
choosing her
adventure
words
games
very
like that.
wisely.
You can tell,
I'm
bro.
just saying
You can
what I
tell.
want to in a way that
Tell
like
him how you
isn't
really feel about
too
Nintendo.
like
What
ignorant
you
of
want
like
to
Zelda. You
I
know what I
noticed
mean?
you
Because
said-
like come off as ignorant of Zelda is what I'm saying. But like I don't feel justified saying it's like I hate it or it's bad or anything. It's because those aren't true. It's just like I don't like them. Like I don't really like Zelda.
That's fair.
That's like more true. And like that's not to say like I dislike Zelda even. That's literally saying I don't enjoy it. Like
Mhm.
like it that much. Yeah. That's
Mhm.
all it's saying. That's all
Okay.
it's saying. Yeah.
AKA
Uh,
fuck Nintendo.
Yeah,
AKA fuck Nintendo.
I
Fuck
mean,
everybody who
true,
plays
but,
Nintendo.
like, yeah.
and you know what? Like, I've said this many a times.
Yeah.
Outside, like on previous podcasts when you weren't on, Becky. I was like, Becky, show me the light, man. She was when that one episode she was on a month ago. She was like, fuck Nintendo.
Yeah.
Women don't play Nintendo. You guys like shitty ports, even though you still buy them. I'm one of them, obviously.
Yeah, no, because it's like there's
Oh,
all
yeah,
these
you are.
awful fucking versions of games with
Yeah.
the worst version on Switch, and it's like I just would never justify spending money or advocating that anyone should ever spend money on those. Like just awful versions of like games
Yeah.
that like are like clearly the worst possible version of games that you could get. And it's like, get them on the Switch. It's like, no, don't get them on the Switch. Get them on anything else.
Fuck it, Juliet. But-
Sorry, Jay. But,
Hey, what's good, Meds? How you doing, bro?
Hey,
Jay Medina said, "Fuck Nintendo, damn."
Chill.
Hey,
JG,
what's
let's
good, Meds?
go.
Hey, tell him how you
Oh.
really feel about Nintendo, Meds. Tell him, bro. He's from affiliated with PSP and stuff like that. Definitely a cool guy. Definitely check him out when you can on his
That's the second Medina that I know in this like circle.
yeah. his
I
Meds.
know VG.
Appreciate you coming. Appreciate you coming.
VG's a god, bro.
Okay.
Damn, that Julio just said I was the guy who thought Zelda.
Zelda was Link, yeah.
Damn.
That's what I was laughing at earlier.
At one point, a lot of us did when we were young.
Well, yeah.
Mm.
I mean,
The only reason I found out that his name was Link is because of Melee. To be
Yeah, like
honest.
yeah, that's
Smash,
what.
yeah.
That's
Yeah.
What, that's
Yeah.
how I found out.
Yeah,
Mhm.
I don't think I ever thought Link was Zelda. I don't think so.
because they never even called him Link.
Yeah, 'cause you could
in,
choose
like,
your own
Ocarina
name.
of Time.
You can
So
choose
it's
your
like
name. Yeah.
there was no way for you to really know. And
Yeah, but they
Super
call
into
Zelda
the lore.
Zelda. But they call Zelda
Yeah.
Zelda.
They
in
do.
Ocarina
They
of
do.
Time.
Yeah.
Hey, Meds.
Ganon,
if you want,
Ganon.
if you want to post your podcast link, go ahead. Post it in the chat.
Hey.
He
nice.
said that's why you hacked the Switch, damn, bro.
Yeah, he hacked the Switch, bro. But like I said,
nah, I gotta play Smash
Uh,
Bros. Online.
You
I'm
show me the
good.
light, dog. That's, you know.
I feel bad for you.
Oof.
True.
But
I mean, I do that all the time too, but like,
Oof.
I don't know.
Yeah, but definitely, if the Mario games come, it's cool. I mean, I love Mario 64. I love Sunshine.
Mhm.
What about you, George? What do you think? What do you think?
I mean, I personally want them to release it all in one package, but honestly, bro,
They better be.
the fact that they released New Super Mario Bros. U by itself, bro, for $60.
That's why.
That's
That's
why
why I'm saying.
That's
That's why
why.
I'm saying.
let me do a census. That game.
What'd you say, Close?
What'd you say?
Who bought Super Mario Brothers U on the Switch, bro?
I didn't.
Not me.
Nope.
I didn't.
No
I have
way.
a Wii U.
Y'all can stay on the podcast, bro.
That was your way of weeding people out, bro. Hey, good job, bro.
I didn't. I was waiting for somebody to say, "Yeah, I bought it
I bought.
for $60."
Oof.
What about you, Jay? You got any opinions on it?
I feel
George
like,
didn't
I
finish.
feel like. Oh, my bad.
Go ahead, George.
No, I was just gonna say, like, considering that they did release New Super Mario Bros. U, and people did buy it, none of us, but people out there did buy it, so that shows Nintendo, like, oh, we can finesse these suckers, bro. We can
Oh, you mean it's what they've always been doing?
what they always been doing, bro. Like,
They've always been doing that.
But bro,
True.
Be real. Why did they buy it for real? Because that whole Bowser shit, bro.
yeah,
Oh,
for the
fucking
meme, right?
That. Oh my
Yeah.
god.
That's true. You know they're gonna add Bowser to fucking the
We're gonna
remasters.
We're gonna save Williams.
No.
The Super
Don't
Mario
do this to me
Switch
now.
game, so,
Oof.
okay, we'll save Williams' opinion last for this topic. But
Yeah. But
Anything
yeah,
else?
I personally
Go
think
ahead,
they'll just they'll release it individually. That's what
I don't
think.
really care for it. Only game I really care for is Sunshine, bro. I want Sunshine back.
N64.
Give me Sunshine and 64, I'm fine.
Yeah, exactly. I agree.
You know, but other than that, I'm not really tripping. Like I said, I'm a way bigger Zelda. Really, the only thing that keep me with a Nintendo really is Zelda and Smash Bros. That's it.
Dude, that's just
And
Smash.
Splatoon.
Not Fire Emblem?
Splatoon 2 now.
She's never
You
played.
never played Splatoon 2.
She plays Fire Emblem characters, but she's never played a Fire Emblem.
Oh, yeah, no, like
Sounds like me.
I play the swordies because I like swords, not because I like Fire Emblem.
Damn.
And I like
What-
Soul Calibur and stuff, and I like Warriors games, and I like swords, but like
What
I never played.
about Metroid?
I would consider playing Fire Emblem though.
Bro, she
Yeah,
just
that's
said she
okay,
never
cool.
played. Bro, she just said she never. Oh my god.
I never touched
I'm
it.
done.
Hey, she don't like Nintendo, bro. She don't like Nintendo. She don't
What
like
do you expect, Tyler? Come on.
But all right, William. Since you're the big Mario fan and
Switch
love
bitch.
Mario Kart, Switch bitch.
Hold up. I'm
The
not
big-
switching. I am about
the
to
big
Marvel Z Deluxe for $60.
Sure.
name-
I mean, that's what you're
Your
telling
name
us.
literally has Wii
No,
in
I'm
it,
really
so-
just showing my stack of games right now.
No, William, sit back down.
Sit back down.
You want to know how I know you're a Switch bitch, William? Because you bought Bethesda products on your Switch, bro.
Ooh.
That's how I know you're a Switch bitch, bro.
Yo, he
Damn.
literally
Wait,
has
which one?
his name.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, you're right. I did. I bought 2 of them motherfuckers so far.
You really did.
exactly, yeah.
You
And here's the thing, I
and
hated
you
one of them.
streamed one of
It's
them,
trash.
didn't you? You streamed
Oh,
Wolfenstein.
yeah, I streamed that trash.
I streamed Doom and Wolfenstein. Wolfenstein is complete garbage. I fucking hate it.
Why did you stream that shit, bro?
Because think about it this way, Clues. I want some investment back to it, so I'm gonna have people watch me be miserable.
Damn.
Bro, I didn't even want to host you when you streamed that shit, bro.
Clues, you host me to begin with, hoe ass. Stop lying.
Hey,
Okay,
you know why he
going back
streamed
to
it,
the
bro?
topic.
Hold on.
What's
bro.
up,
You
Jay?
know why he streamed it? Because OJ said it was the greatest port on Switch.
Oh my god.
Now it all
Hey,
makes
OJ
sense,
hated
bro.
Wolfenstein.
All makes
It
sense.
all makes sense.
William,
OJ
is kinda-
hated it.
We're
No,
piecing the
time out,
puzzles
time out.
together.
William is a slurper, bro.
He does
not-
slurp a lot, bro.
I never
He does
did
indeed
because
slurp.
Y'all fucking suck.
Guys,
Okay, you
a
guys
moment
actually
of
play
silence
Wolfenstein.
because we're podcasting on the Day of the Lord.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, well.
But to be fair, bro, like OJ,
He's
is
still slurping,
a
bro.
huge-
Oh,
OJ is a huge
Still
fucking
slurping.
hypocrite when it
I
comes
mean, recently I had to because I won Animal Crossing.
to- hey, bro, that's why you're his best buddy again because he gave me Animal Crossing.
Oh, fuck.
That
Honestly,
game's
you're
already
not
dying.
Damn.
Ooh,
That game's already almost dead.
Becky, how do you feel about Animal Crossing, Becky?
Dude, okay, here's what I did. I bought it and put
I like how we skip me.
for like 3 or 4 days, sorry.
Yeah, we need to go back to William.
And like I don't know, it's just I
Do
played
we?
that game with my sister because she had it on the DS when she was younger, and I still like now like I'm pretty unamused by it. Like I'm amused by it for the time that like I could get my house and upgrade it, and like I could get my museum going and all my critters.
But you
and,
dead
like,
ass paid $60 for it.
I paid
and you
$60.
streamed it.
Damn.
I paid zero for
Oh,
You're
shit.
originally a Switch bitch.
Damn, Becky's a switch bitch? Plot twist, Becky was a switch bitch this whole time? What this entire time?
I don't like
Becky
it.
was.
I spent
Oh, shit.
You're like, you bought it for 60. You like corny cartoon games.
I bought it for 60.
Oh my God.
And then, like, literally,
You heard
so
it
many
here
of my friends
first?
are already losing interest in it. It's only been out for like a fucking month, but it's fucking boring after you've done everything. And it doesn't really have anything else left in it. It's
The
like
game-
it doesn't deserve the attention that it's getting. That's all I'm saying. Like, it's not that good of a game.
Finally!
You can't do anything with anything.
All
There's
you
like a
do is sit on a
barbecue
stump
that you
and look
can't
at a
fucking grill
fire.
on. There's like a million objects that you can't do anything with. You know what I mean? You have
There's
them.
dead
to have
ass
them.
a Nintendo Switch inside.
It's
You can't even
play it,
boring to
bro.
watch.
That's
It's
true.
boring
Yeah,
to
that's
watch.
not
It's not-
what's so great about that.
like I said, like,
Trash.
you know, I support people who play it. Like my sister plays it on her stream. You know, Erica's played it a couple times. I watched her play it
Yeah.
on stream.
I watched it. I
watch
rated
to
Erica
support-
playing it.
I watch it to support them, but that game is boring as fuck to watch.
It's
There's nothing
boring
that
as
gives
shit.
fucking
Yeah.
dog.
Yeah.
I want to see
It's
someone
like-
pop a cap in a zombie's head. than
Yeah,
fucking-
dude. Hey,
I want someone to
Alton,
get
I
mad
get
Call of
you.
Duty. See, oh man,
Alton, let's go.
Hey, but
Yeah, like,
We're
I
Capcom
bought
bitches,
Doom
they're
over
Switch
Animal
bitches.
Crossing.
Let's go. But
GG.
basically, yeah, no. Like, it's like, where's the novelty in that? It's like watching it is like, it's playing it is barely more fun than watching it. I think like playing it is
shit.
like once you've done your shit, like
Mhm.
once you like you have like your stuff mapped out, and it's like you've shown your friends your town, and every single fucking time someone goes or leaves, you have to like you may as well have me take the controller away from you for like 3 minutes while they arrive and make their stupid ass entrance, and like they're just like they're just entering, and it's like nothing is happening. And they just come here and go when they want to. It's like, I'm surprised they didn't patch that out. Like that is so stupid. Like that's like the biggest
It is
waste
Nintendo.
of time. Yeah, it's like
I'm
it's
just-
like all of your dumb shit, dude. It's like it's not cute. Like it's
I
not.
don't know how, but they also kind of fucked
I'm just imagining. I'm just imagining, just like as you're fucking saying all that shit, just we hear a fucking roar of a mad mob like coming, like storming your house. And shit.
Oh shit! Oh!
In one of my just chatting streams, I did a mini rant on Animal Crossing. I kind of want to put it on YouTube and just be like, "This is why Animal Crossing sucks dick," and just like have.
Oh! You'll get hella
I
views.
seriously like that video. Let's go.
Dude,
I
yeah,
will
thank
share
you,
that
William.
video in every Discord known possible. And that Discord
Dude,
after.
I would totally do that.
So bet.
I'll rant about it
Awesome.
again, but this time I'll go even harder, and then you that. I'll rant about it tomorrow. Okay, there you go.
Let's go,
All right,
Biggie.
all right.
Let's go,
We gotta
Biggie.
get back to the topic. We gotta move on to the next one, but we'll get William's opinion on the fucking Mario games, and then we'll move on to the last topic we have for the night.
Okay.
So, William, what do you think about the Mario games? And
First off, I don't even
Mario
think
Kart! That's what he thinks about the Mario
Damn.
Yeah,
Wow,
you know
that
what?
was
They're
damn close. That was so accurate, bro.
Chad, thanks for agreeing.
Okay, jokes aside, though, I don't think this rumor's true at all. Because how the fuck
I
they're
don't
gonna
know,
make
man.
out of like they're gonna do all of that? 64, Galaxy, Sunshine. That sounds too good to be true, in my opinion. And first off, we all know they're greedy bitch asses. 60 for each package, and make it 720 upscale, with 10 frames per second.
Andrew's just. Oh,
And furthermore, I don't really care about the Mario games other than Mario Galaxy. To be honest.
Shut the fuck
You
up.
like? I thought you liked Odyssey and
Oh, you're a
Sunshine.
bit
though.
quiet.
No, we're talking about between like 64 Sunshine, like the ones in the rumor.
The ones in the rumor is Sunshine.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm just talking about the Mario games that were mentioned in the rumor as being remade or ported like this year, supposedly.
Oh my god, William.
Okay,
What? I don't.
I'm literally trying to make sense because
Alright, muting
How is that making
William.
sense? But yeah, I'm all excited for Galaxy, to be honest, for real.
But
Hey,
you know what? Let's move on to the next topic because
Well, wait.
Wow.
logic makes sense to me,
Well,
bro.
hold up, because I think
What
we're
doesn't
we're
make sense?
completely glancing over. We're completely glancing over the Paper Mario game. Like no one's given their opinion on.
No, we're not. No, we're not, bro.
Paper,
Let's
if,
move on.
if it's an OG Paper Mario back to its roots, I'm all for it.
That's what the
Honestly,
rumors
I'm
are
with
saying.
Rez on this one too.
I mean, I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah.
Next topic, bro.
Let's go.
All right, we're
Okay,
going to the
fair
good
enough.
stuff. We're going to the real games. Now, you know, Sony always wins, baby.
Hey,
Oh shit!
Okay.
You know, Callisto
Next
guys.
topic.
Sony.
I got my Sony
Of
one already.
course he does.
Sony won already. But The Last of Us 2 was delayed again with no release no release date, this time indefinitely.
Mhm.
Bro.
The
Wow.
reason why is because of, you know, the outbreak
Yeah,
going
Yep.
on,
That's understandable.
which is very understandable. You know, they expect big things out of this game,
Mhm.
and I mean, it's
Am I
definitely
supposed to lose this fight, bro? Like, what the fuck?
and
No.
it's definitely
I'm
unfortunate,
sorry.
but I can see why they're doing it. But I've also seen people kind of like throw some theories out there that maybe they're using this as like kind of some kind of a scapegoat to like, you know what, just release it on PS5. Let's just do it like just do a cross gen, make it on PS5, man, PS4. You know,
Or the game isn't ready and they're using it as an excuse to like,
yeah, there's an excuse.
Yeah, that's possible.
But I mean, Jason Schreier has said it's actually pretty much done. But I guess it's just because of the outbreak. You know, they expect big sales out of this game.
yeah.
Fucking huge, massive numbers from it. So, I think it's just maybe because of the outbreak, but other people think it's, you know, something else. But I guess I'd like to get your guys' opinions on that. And what do you guys think it is? Is it really just the outbreak, or do you think it's maybe something, you know, going on inside their studio, then maybe
It's 1000% the Outbreak, dude.
right. Okay, but we'll go one by one. Richard, what do you think about being delayed? And it's indefinitely now, so we don't know. We don't have a release date for
Well,
it.
yeah, we don't have a release date.
Coming out.
So this is the second time it's been delayed, right?
The third time.
Third time, yeah.
The third time.
Yeah.
Third time, jeez.
I think like 90% of it is the Outbreak, but I think 5%, like 80% is the Outbreak, 10% is they wanted to sell good. And I think 10%. I don't think the game is done.
It's ready. Not just.
I don't think
I think we should also factor in that the PlayStation 5 is really close to that release as well.
Oh.
Perhaps it might
That
be
just
48
makes-
to number
Yeah.
5.
That just makes the delay even messier, man. Like this is
Yeah.
not
Possibly, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like I said, I think most of it is because of the Outbreak. But I also think they're like, damn, we can. Oh yes, the Outbreak is fucking up, but yo, we can use this to make the game even better.
Yeah.
So let's delay it, and then they didn't give a release date, bro. It's indefinite, so they can take as long as they want to, do whatever.
And that's
the fuck
why
they
I
gotta
think it's gonna be a PS5.
You're right. Exactly.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I can see that,
It's a
yeah.
cross-gen.
I think, and I think it's really gonna be that.
Mhm.
I think I think it was mostly the Outbreak, but I also part of me thinks that maybe they weren't really happy with it because people were really complaining how the game looks. Like people were complaining about the snow.
Yeah.
Like, oh, the snow looks weird, the snow looks bad, and people are like, it doesn't look as good.
They were?
The trailer from 2018.
And
So
the trailer from 2018.
so maybe they're well, yes, it is the Outbreak. They're like, oh, we can use this time
Right.
and not give a release date, make
Right.
it indefinite, and make the game better, or even try move it over to PS5. Fucking start a PS5 version up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Well,
Yo, I'm getting fucking bodied, dude. What the fuck?
what
else is
got any
new?
other opinions on it? Like, what do you think?
Yeah, I think it's partly the Outbreak, but I do also think because Naughty Dog games, they always ooze
Can't stay
quality.
delayed.
They're always quality games. They're always a vision that Naughty Dog has, and they always execute it the way they want. I feel like this game wasn't meeting their expectations because let's be real, if they really wanted to release that game this year, they could have done a temporary only digital release, but they delayed it with no release date in mind. Not
I
even
think
like
they're really relying on physical sales too. From what I was reading, they really want the physical sales to be really high too. So
but if it was Sony, they would have said, "No, we gotta release this game
Yeah, I can
like
see
in
that.
some form this year."
True.
So I just feel
So
it's not
do you
meeting
think it's
up.
gonna get delayed to next year or something? Is that what you're saying?
I mean, it's very possible. They didn't even say it's delayed till later this year. It's just indefinite.
True.
Yeah.
Yeah.
and
that's
I'm
true.
telling you, it's gonna release alongside the PS5. And
So,
like I said,
do you think that
PS5
means-
I think they
Okay,
made a
so
scapegoat, bro. I think they made a scapegoat. If that bitch don't come out till next year, bro, people gonna be like, "Oh, the virus. It's because of the virus."
Well, do you think
they got
they're-
themselves a scapegoat, bro?
Do you think they're
Yeah,
using the
you're right.
Outbreak? Do you think they're using the Outbreak to, like you said, Jay, to kind of like
Yeah.
give an excuse, but also like
Yeah.
maybe for the PS5 as well? Maybe that's why it's an indefinite release date because we want this to come out with the PS5 as a cross-gen release. PS5 coming out this year is still up in the air, So
Could you imagine, bro?
Wow.
Yeah.
Sony showing the PS5 and saying, "Bro, launch title, The Last of Us 2."
Yeah,
yeah, I think that's what they
I can see
want.
that.
That's what they
I
want.
can see the
cross-
Last
it's
of
a
Us.
cross-gen.
Yeah, it's like gonna be.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
exactly.
what
I can see the Last of Us 2 being Sony's Breath of the Wild.
Yes.
Ah,
Yes.
yeah. That's a
Yeah.
Mhm.
Mhm.
And bro, I think, and there's people out here like, bro, you telling me I can buy the PS5? It look way better on PS5.
Wait, yes, bro. For the same
And I
price.
get The Last of Us 2. I can play all my PS4, get most of my PS4 games, bro. I'm gonna buy the PS. I'm gonna buy.
You get the
I'm
PS5.
gonna buy The Last of Us 2.
Yep.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So I think that's why it's indefinite.
Yeah, I think they
Yeah.
got the perfect scapegoat, bro. I think they got the perfect because
It's-
if they say
it makes
we had to
sense, though.
delay it till next year, bro, people gonna be like, "Damn, the virus."
Yeah.
It makes sense though because you gotta look at it this way. Maybe they're hearing people complain about maybe the game not looking as good as they promised it to be, so they're like, "Oh, okay, what if we make it come out for both PS4 and PS5
Mhm.
and have our vision of how the game's supposed to be look good,
Yeah.
like on the PS5, like it's supposed to look better on PS5. Our true vision of Last of Us 2 is gonna be on the PS5, but
Yeah.
it'll be on PS4, but it won't look as good. You know what I mean? On the Pro.
Yeah.
So maybe
Yeah.
But how long have they? But like, how long were they? Like, when do you think they made this decision to do this? Like,
I don't
Does-
think it's been ready since they delayed it the first time.
Yeah.
Right, but like but making a PS5 version, like it's gotta take some fucking time. And
Well,
like I don't think they could like pull something out like that
But
within a
we
couple
don't know
months.
if they. But what if they were working on a PS5 version this whole time? They just find.
when did they initially delay it? Like the second time?
Okay, so the
Because
first.
it was supposed to come out in February, right?
I think it was delayed only twice. Maybe I thought it was 3 times.
Okay.
So
No,
when they
it's
announced it in
supposed to come out in
September,
February.
it was supposed to come out in February.
And
A
then
month later, they was like, "Oh, you know what? We actually need more time. It's gonna come out May 29th."
yeah.
And a couple days ago, last week, guys, due to the pandemic,
Yeah.
wanna
Okay.
delay it, and it'll be delayed indefinitely, and we'll continue to give you guys updates as fucking the future. Like I said, it's if you think about it, it's a perfect scapegoat. Okay, you know what? It's not running like how we wanted to on
Yeah.
PS4 Pro, so let's just do fucking cross-gen. Let's do it on both.
Also, Tyner, they would have enough time if the PS5 comes out next year, and they release Last of Us 2 next year along with the PS5.
You think they're gonna wait for the launch of the PS5?
Yes,
for next
because
year?
Last of Us will bring sales.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
that would be such a huge. Like they were hyping this up, like saying that the next gen starting up 2020, and it's just
Well, I mean,
just to delay it. Oh man,
It could.
2020.
Yeah, but
It could.
also 2 of the greatest
Man.
games of last decade were cross-gen: Persona 5 and Breath of the Wild.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's very
That's-
possible
that's-
for them to do it.
yeah. But like, remember how long they delayed Breath of the Wild like
3
quite
times.
a bit.
3-4
Like
times.
three times,
But here's
and
the
I'm
thing,
sure
though,
all of those delays had to do with the Switch port.
But delays are
Well,
never
I think
bad.
the last
I
one.
want to show a funny image I found a long time ago.
Delays are never
Right.
bad for any game. It helps
No,
me.
they're not. Absolutely not. But
Unless you're Mighty Number 9.
Yeah, that's your mind.
Oh my god.
pizza explosions, baby.
So, I mean, it also could be because with the outbreak going on, then maybe PS5, the people who are developing PS5 games need more time. So some of these games that are originally supposed to come on PS5 launch are like, oh, we need more time. It's not going to be ready.
Yeah,
So maybe they pushed back. They were like, okay, you know what? Wait, hold on.
What I think, so this is another thing, bro. It's The Last of Us is a Sony exclusive. It's being made by what's the name, but I
Naughty
think
Dog.
Sony has a big enough say in that, like they make the decisions, yes or no.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So I
Sony
think
gives
they like
Naughty Dog
look.
money to make the
I
game,
think they
so-
like look with all this shit going because we already know it's hard to get parts. It's hard to get parts.
Yeah,
for consoles
manufacturing.
right now.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So me personally, I think the PlayStation 5 is getting delayed.
Yeah.
I think both consoles are.
Yeah,
Oh.
but like I said, Sony is thinking this as a business. Like, bro, it's getting delayed anyway. Let's take this time, put The Last of Us on both consoles, so that way when we do sell The Last of Us, we got 100 million plus consoles out there with the PS4 for people to buy. Then we can also get it with the people who are like
System
me
seller,
personally,
to
bro.
make it-
It
to
was
look
no
at the
way. It was no way I was getting Breath of the Wild on Wii. No way.
No.
So
Yeah.
you
No.
know, it's people the same way looking at The Last of Us.
Yep.
Not getting The Last of Us 2
I'll
on
spend.
PS4.
True.
They want it on.
I'll
gonna
on the
spend money.
stronger
But
system.
there's one key difference that's why I don't think that I think they might have a thing where like playing it on PS5 will have some like advanced features, but like I just can't get over the idea of like a PS5 version just because like it's going to be backwards compatible anyway. Like it just doesn't
That's
make
true,
any
but-
sense to.
That's true, but has that ever stopped from doing stuff like that? Has that ever stopped? Like this is a prime example. Modern Warfare 2 Remastered is coming out for Xbox One X. You can literally buy Modern Warfare 2 backwards compatibility and play it on your Xbox One X right now. But they're still bringing out a better version of the game. You know what I mean? Trust me, people are suckers for shit like this, dude.
Yeah, but it's a timing thing. Like people have like fond memories of playing Modern Warfare from several years ago. They wait some time, they bring out the remaster, and people will want to play that. But like with this stuff being like a dual release, like on a system that has backwards compatibility, this just doesn't make any sense to me.
Well, they
Like,
can
if
make
it was
the
something
PS5
like-
version, they can have
If it was
PS5
something like Last of
content.
Us 2 came out like 2 years ago, like 2, 3, 4 years ago, and then they made a PS5 version, then I could see how that would like make sense. But I don't know.
But it's up to the developer's choice if they want to make the backwards compatibility version, like the PS4 version, it could be
It'd be
backwards
similar to the
compatible,
Xbox
but
One
would
then.
they give you the free update to make it, upgrade the resolution?
Yeah, we still don't know if
Resolution.
they'll let you do that. We don't know if
Even
Sony.
Xbox did the same thing. Xbox said it's up to the developers if they want to do that. So like how Cyberpunk said, how like CD Projekt Red came out and said, "Oh, you will not have to buy another copy of Cyberpunk 2077 on Xbox Series X. There will be a free patch for the Xbox
True.
version when you play on your Series X to upgrade to make the resolution better, 4K 60, 8K 30, whatever they're trying to push, on the Xbox."
Yeah.
So, but that doesn't mean all developers are going to do that. Trust me.
Oh, gee.
The Last
Yeah,
of Us
speaking
2
of, like,
is one of
what the fuck's happening with
bangers, dude.
Cyberpunk, man?
Fucking, it got delayed, but I mean,
Okay.
you think The Last of Us 2, having a PS4?
Didn't Cyberpunk get delayed till September?
Yeah,
Oh yeah, I forgot about
Jesus.
that. Yeah.
yeah. People will still buy it, bro. I'm telling you, even if there's a PS4 or PS5 version, they could do exclusive content on the PS5 version. Oh, if you buy the Last
Yeah.
of Us 2,
Also, the PS5 version will probably take more advantage of the PS5's power, even if it is let's just say it is backwards
Yeah, like-
compatible. Maybe the PS5 version, just looks and runs better.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
I'm thinking it's just gonna for like a physical release. It's still just gonna be a PS4 game, but on PS5 there'll be enhanced stuff that you can get either with a patch or like on the disc or something like that. I just don't think they're gonna print a PS5 version disc of the last.
Well, I think they will, just because that's more marketable, in my opinion.
I think they will too. Yeah,
You know what I mean?
because it's the timing.
Exactly.
It's like
They're-
all of these games coming out at the end of like a console's kind of like active era, are just they're in such a rough spot because it's like who's gonna go for that when you have something like the PS5, the Xbox One X coming out when you could see something that's looks much better, runs smoother.
Yeah.
And it's just it has an opportunity to be so much more in the time that it's released. It's coming out at the end of an era. That's why I could see them I don't think they're gonna release it for PS4 as its definitive release at all. I don't
Oh,
think they're
bro,
gonna.
I know
It's just-
exactly what they're gonna do, bro. It's not coming out for It's not gonna come. It's not gonna be a PS4, PS5 simul release, bro. It's gonna be a PS4, PC simul release, bro. Oh, bro.
Oh shit.
Oh my
Oh.
god.
PC Master.
PS4
Damn.
fanboys would fucking
They
riot,
would be
dude.
so mad, bro.
Yeah.
Oh hell no.
But to
Yeah.
be fair, I think they're gonna cross-gen it, and
Yeah.
guess what? It's still gonna
Yeah.
fucking sell. It'll still sell on
Yeah,
PS5
for sure.
Even if they
Oh,
literally
of
just even if they just put a fucking PS5 sticker on a blue fucking PS4 case.
They just run a 5 over the 4, bro.
You know what? I can see that fucking happening.
Pretty funny.
Real talk, I can see that actually happening.
But like I said, I think it's very unfortunate because I really like The Last of Us 1. I think The Last of Us 1, while the gameplay, the shooting, the gun mechanics, they kind of outdated a little bit. Because I only played The Last of Us.
It's really the
year.
story.
Was it last year or the year before? It
The
might have been
story is
2018.
amazing.
The stories is
The
The
yeah,
story
the-
is great.
Yeah.
The gameplay's okay, but
I don't know. I the shooting and
I don't know. I feel like
the shooting.
The shooting, I agree with Prince.
'cause-
The shooting is old as fuck.
yeah,
I
like,
the-
you can tell
the
it's like-
stealth mechanics in it.
It's really the stuff.
Well, because it's like
Kick so
the
much.
shooting in the game actually simulates like you breathing and everything to that nature. Like no other, like every other game you see have a gun is like there's almost no recoil. There's no like intercept of people breathing or not. Like Last of Us actually, it's kind of hard to hit people, to be honest, and that's more realistic in my opinion.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know if
See that.
everybody here is actually gun, but if you breathe
Yeah.
wrong,
Yeah,
you're gonna
yeah, yeah.
miss. You're gonna miss.
Your
I
aim
never
shifts.
I never shot a gun, bro. Might tell me.
You own a gun, Jay.
I know,
Fuck
bro.
out, man.
I've only shot a gun a few times.
Jesus, that's loud as hell, bro.
Damn, bro.
Wait,
I went to the shooting range once and I hated
Wait,
it.
I'm gonna mute myself for a second.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, go ahead.
Okay.
I more so Sony's exclusives come to PC. That'd be cool. I hope Nintendo's exclusives come to PC too. That's
Never, bro. Never, bro.
Oh, trust me. I think it's.
I'll be down for it. I would really be down for it.
I think
Unless
it's-
Nintendo make their own PC, bro.
Hey, guess
Bro.
what? Hey, guess what? Sony man said the same thing. Oh, it'll never happen. It'll never happen. Guess what? There's already fucking.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Trust me.
But that just-
Well, people also said Nintendo games won't come to phones. They came to phones.
They
True.
came to phones.
Yeah.
Exactly.
But I mean, they're bad,
True.
but they came to phones.
Whoa, bro.
You know, $40
You're
to
right.
Diddy Kong.
They are bad.
Yeah,
You're
they're
right,
bad.
They are.
This man was about to defend Mario Kart Tour.
But I was like,
Oh no.
But then you
No,
thought
the
differently,
Mario
bro.
Kart doesn't exist.
God.
all they gotta do is release a Zelda game on there, bro, and I'll be fine. Give me the
It's gonna-
Zelda game. Bro.
It's gonna be a gotcha
trash.
game, bro.
It's gonna be
It's
trash.
gonna be a gotcha
Game
game.
gotchas, game bad.
On fucking phone.
Ooh.
I will
It's
not
gonna
let
be-
that happen.
Bruh, I give no fucks, bro.
It's gonna
I
be
mean-
fucking Temple Run, but with Link.
Wait, how many of us downloaded? How many of us downloaded and played Fire Emblem Heroes?
I played a lot of Fire Emblem.
So
I
you
didn't-
know
I
you're all
never
gonna
touched it.
y'all gonna download
I did.
Legend
I
of
did.
Zelda on phone.
No, Legend of Zelda is gonna get like if
That's-
they drop a Legend of Zelda for the game for the phone, people are gonna play it. Let's
They're
be
gonna
real here.
play it.
Exactly.
You
Yeah,
know,
let's
you
be
know they
real
are,
here.
bro.
The only
Yeah.
game I played mostly was Pokemon Go.
Yeah, Pokemon Go.
Does that even
know.
count? That game was
Fire
more of a
Emblem-
map.
I won't play
Fire
Zelda.
Emblem, Fire Emblem Warriors, Fire Emblem Heroes is the only Fire Emblem game Williams have ever played, bro.
I know.
Yeah, that really is the only one he's played, bro. And
He
he
never
claims to
played
be a
anything
Fire
else.
Emblem
Fake
fan.
FE fan, bro.
Oh,
Fake
technically,
ass.
I can be fake when I actually played Valentia the other day.
Fake ass bitch, bro.
You've been
You
you're
watched
playing,
you watched a walkthrough on YouTube, bro. That doesn't
No,
count.
I legit have Valentia.
You flipped through the instruction booklet.
He flipped it.
So just getting back to the topic real quick, like
Yeah.
fucking
My bad.
like with this Last of Us 2 getting delayed pretty bad. But like what's going on with Ghost of Tsushima? Like that almost feels like that game's
that's
like
another thing. I think that's getting delayed too.
absolutely at this point, like it feels like that game's like in development hell at this point.
I mean, it's supposed to come out in June. I hope it stays because Ghost looks fucking awesome. Ghost of Tsushima looks fucking.
But
fire.
didn't they say it won't be a PS5 game, right? Didn't they say that?
They said it won't be a PS5 game.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So that might be that actually. might come
That's
out,
better
surprisingly.
actually.
Which is crazy to say because who would have thought? You know, like how people said Ghost was in development hell. Who would have ever thought that Ghost of Tsushima would be coming out before The Last of Us 2?
That's
I would
crazy.
not thought that. You know?
I mean, don't count your chickens before they're hatched at this point, because like I think the reason I still feel like Last of Us 2 is you guys are saying that like they're giving excuses because they want to polish up the engine or whatever. I'm still saying it's 100% the coronavirus.
I agree with Jay. I think it's mostly the virus, but I also think it's mostly because I think this affects PS5 as well.
Yes.
Yeah, but-
Maybe Sony knows
It's-
that some of these developers who are supposed to have launch titles,
Yeah, they need to have
or PS5
they need to have
aren't
more-
ready for the launch. So they were like, okay, wait, hold on. Maybe if we hold back the release of The Last of Us 2, have them port over or make a PS5 version as well to package it with the PS5 because we have no good exclusives that all our exclusives won't be ready till maybe the next year, and package The Last of Us 2 with the PS5 launch. Instant money, dog. Instant money.
I just feel like they're at a crucial stage of like about to launch this game, and a bunch of their employees are just not coming into work. They just don't have the manpower to like push this game out the door. And with Ghost of Tsushima coming out in June, like this game is still like months out ahead of time, and I'm sure that game hasn't gone gold yet. And there's
do we think if Ghosts get delayed, do we think nothing's coming out to the PS5?
I don't know.
I don't know.
I'm not sure.
That's a good question.
It's like threw off all of their
Talking
timings.
about, we got
yeah.
Like
Friday.
exclusives.
It's just
No.
a giant mess at this point.
Ghost of
Yeah,
Tsushima
I
is
know.
talking about.
And this like that's our title. 2020 strikes again.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Right
seriously.
now. And I'm telling you right now, don't be surprised if more games get delayed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When you guys, were here when we were talking about the title of the episode. I was just like, Last of Us got delayed. It's like, that's not too bad. 2020 Strikes Again doesn't sound like an appropriate title. Oh no, it's indefinite. Like, oh shit, never mind.
Indefinite, bro.
So I mean,
Yeah.
that's a banger that was supposed to come out next month.
Next month.
Yeah.
It's not even coming out. So
Think, bro.
who
Before
knows
the
what-
year started, we was like, bro, The Last of Us 2 coming out.
Ah, bro, all these
Final
games,
Fantasy
bro.
coming out,
Oh,
Final
yeah.
Fantasy coming out, bro.
And then now it's
Resident
just
Evil
like-
3, bro. Only game we've gotten is Resident Evil 3, bro.
Yeah,
Or
Final Fantasy is
PS5
right here though.
And P5
It's right here.
P5R.
Res-
Yeah.
Final Fantasy 7 remake. Yeah, exactly. It's 5
Yeah.
weeks
Friday.
out.
Yeah, Doom.
Because
also came out.
they got the game pushed out the door before all this outbreak stuff happened.
That's true.
Yeah, just yeah.
They
that's
know.
actually-
Yeah, we're probably gonna see like more of the fallout of this whole thing like months down the road.
Like,
Like,
I
it's-
hope Xenoblade doesn't get delayed, but we could see Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition get delayed too. We could see Cyberpunk get delayed again. We could see maybe these Mario games get pushed back.
Get
you
delayed.
know?
Yeah,
It's just like I'm just like it's nothing is like
for the 36th
a
year
definite
anniversary.
100% thanks because of that fucking trash ass outbreak, dude.
Yeah, I could definitely see that.
So I mean,
Yeah.
it's very unfortunate because I was actually really excited for The Last of Us 2. It was number 4 on my list for anticipated for 2020. No, so I mean, it's really unfortunate, and it makes me kind of sad because it looks
Yeah.
great. You know, fucking Ellie looks fucking badass, dude. So it's just fortunate.
I'm just ready for that.
The Last of Us 2
story,
won't
bro.
be 5 hours, bro.
It'll be
It won't
It'll
be
10
5.
hours. 10 hours max, bro.
Hey.
Yeah, exactly.
5.5.
I think I beat fucking The Last of Us 1 in 8. If I'm not
The
mistaken.
Last of Us 1 was short. The Last
It's
of
really
Us 1
short.
took me about
Yeah.
8 hours, yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe they'll make this one longer.
So it might be like 6 hours.
6 hours.
I mean,
6
bro,
hours.
Horizon
7
Horizon
hours with side
Zero
quests.
Dawn- Horizon Zero Dawn took me like 5 hours to beat. And people was like, bro, that's like a 15-hour game. Like, it took me like 5 hours to beat Horizon Zero Dawn.
You
Yeah.
did
All-
just went
most
straight to the
Sony-
fucking.
Yeah, but
Those Sony
Uncharted
exclusives are-
1 was also pretty short.
Yeah, most Sony exclusives are really short, bro.
How long was God of War for you guys? Like 4.
Oh, God of War, bro. Oh my God, bro. I love that game so much, bro.
Was it what you beat it like in 30 hours, right, Jay?
It took me like 30 hours to beat God of War. Yeah,
That's the good-
that game
that's-
is
It's
amazing.
got content.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
game is amazing.
See, 30
And I didn't
hours
even
is-
do it. It's
I
so
never
much
finished
side
it, but
quests. So much side quests. Look, I'm not a Sony fan at all. But God of War, bro, that game is amazing.
dude, I wish I
Right.
finished that game. I still have it.
Yeah, I still need to finish
haven't
it.
finished
Definitely
I
gotta
haven't
finish
Yeah.
it. Definitely finish that game.
Mhm.
I
When
hate
you
the-
when
I hate
when
the
you
old God of
figure
War,
out
so
like
I don't
this,
like-
when you like go through it in the story, like when I was going through the story, bro, and the shit, like at the end they told you what the fuck was going on. I was like, oh my God, bro. It's gonna be a second one. It's gonna be a new one. A sequel to whatever this one. So would you call it God of War 2? Or what would you call
Oh
it?
yeah,
God of
this
War
is a
5?
reboot.
Technically,
God of War
God
5,
of War
yeah. It's gonna
was
be
a
a
soft
sequel.
reboot. Was a soft reboot. So it's, I mean, it'll
Yeah.
probably be called.
So the way they ended it is supposed to be another one afterwards.
Right.
Oh,
It's
wait,
kind
that-
of like Spider-Man. How Spider-Man ended, like
Yeah.
it kind of ended on this like you got more questions than answers when the game ended. Like, oh my God,
Yeah,
bro,
yeah,
what
yeah,
the
yeah.
fuck?
Yeah, the director actually released like a couple. Like he communicated that like he was just hyped immediately on the next God of War game. So he was.
Corey Balrog.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
So
that's
Um,
gonna be
anyone-
coming.
anyone else have any opinions on Last of Us 2? I kind of want to throw something in extra that I've been seeing going on Twitter about
No.
Final Fantasy 7 Remake.
I
I'm
just
good.
want to add one thing about this. I think people who are freaking out about this are blowing out proportions. I think we should all just relax, just wait for this virus or PlayStation 5 to be over, and
Yeah.
just have the complete when it's ready.
Play your backlog, bro. Stop being hoes. Play your backlog.
Exactly.
Stop it.
Man, don't bring up that backlog. You sound like. Never mind, I don't even want to bring up.
I'm playing my backlog, bro.
But okay. So
You're not
what about
playing.
you?
You're not playing
What about
P5R though, bro.
you? Oh, hey.
Not
Fuck.
yet.
Okay, your backlog is like 20 years worth of games.
Yeah. I mean,
Alright.
everyone's backlog is
I
that.
think Prez's backlog is probably that long too.
How many games you got on Steam right now? Like 1,500, you told me?
1,400 games.
Damn,
Okay,
1,000 games?
1,400 games. That's
Holy
a backlog.
shit.
I'm not at
So, yeah, shut the
50
fuck up,
yet. I need
Richard.
11
We're
more.
gonna see- hey, next time.
Do you have like a 6 terabyte hard drive or
20, 37,
No,
bro.
I have a 3 terabyte.
11 more for
Three.
Or it could just be a bunch of indies.
Uh,
that take like no space.
Oh,
Be a bunch
facts.
of like Steam shit.
Well, I don't have it. They're not installed.
Oh. But still, you have 1,400 games, Rich. It's a lot of fucking games, dog.
Bro, his Steam list be taking forever to load. Bro.
I know, bro.
That's almost twice as big as my physical collection.
He
That's
needs
ridiculous.
an infinite will just to get through that shit, bro.
We're going to go into
Yeah.
a quick topic, a quick one. I've been seeing going on Twitter.
Hmm.
Everyone knows Final Fantasy 7 Remake is coming out next week.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's gonna be hype. It's going to be lit.
Yeah. Let's
It's going to be
go.
fucking amazing.
Mhm.
apparently the main story is only 30 hours, and people are complaining about 30-hour game. It's 30 hours short to you guys for a game.
No.
That's
30
a lot.
hours isn't short.
No.
Weren't they talking about it was supposed to be 60 before?
Well, I think if you do
Main
everything,
story is 30, about 30 plus.
yeah, I think if you do all, the side quests, it could go higher.
Like,
Okay, that's acceptable.
Okay, so
Yeah.
I've been seeing people on Twitter go, oh, dude, Final Fantasy VII is only 30 hours. That's so disappointing. Xenoblade Chronicles 2 was
Oh,
100
it's
plus
Switch
hours.
bitches, bro.
Oh my god.
Xenoblade is like, bro, not every game is 100 hours.
First of all,
Yes,
all,
and this is what I'm saying. You know for a fact if it was coming on Switch, they wouldn't be.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
It's 30 hours short.
Please don't make it on
I think
Switch.
30 hours is a good
30 hours is not sure. I mean, when you think when how much people have been, I would say, blessed and what's the word that I'm looking for here? Spoiled.
Yeah, spoiler.
Yeah.
Games like
Entitled?
Xenoblade and things to that nature. RPGs don't have to be super long because if they're focusing on the story and instead of just what's in the environment, because
Yeah.
a lot of the bigger RPGs, like you have your you have your Dragon Quest, you have a lot of them. It's a big focus on grinding mobs,
Oh yeah.
grinding side quests, and then the environment. You don't have to focus on making an side quest good. Don't get me wrong, having side quests in an RPG is fantastic, but it's not necessary to make an RPG good.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. And like to me, like as someone who hasn't like even like played much of like RPGs or like especially JRPGs and like that type of genre, like
Mhm.
it's actually more intriguing to me. Like it's more enticing to me if a game has a moving story and it's like pace is like nice and quick and it's like it's moving along and like I'm not grinding, you know what I mean? I don't want to be grinding if I'm like playing like one of those games. If it's like shorter, if it's 30 hours, that's like perfect for me. That's like
Yeah.
the amount of time that I would expect to want to expend on that. If it's like 100, I'm gonna have to set it aside. That's like the reason why I kind of like stray a little bit away from Persona 5 because I'm like, that's a commitment, dude. Like that's like 100
Yeah.
hours.
Big commitment.
But it's a great
Like,
commitment, though. It's a great.
Oh yeah, no,
commitment.
Persona 5. Like I've heard enough about it where I definitely play it now. But think about it, like if Final Fantasy VII were that long initially, it would more so draw me away than draw me to it. But that's because I'm coming from the outside in, from someone who doesn't really play that many like RPGs like that.
Right. Right.
So like I like the length that it's at personally. I think that's good.
Well,
I think 30 is perfect too. Like, the longer the game, better. Since I like JRPGs and RPG, that's fine. But I don't think 30 is short for an RPG.
It's not
Especially
short.
for the
No.
short. You know what I'm saying?
It's
I mean,
better.
Chrono Trigger's like 20 hours, and that game's amazing.
Yeah, I just don't like how people like try to compare shit. Like, oh, like I've never seen someone say 30 hours is short. Like that was the first time I saw someone say, "Oh, 30 hours? That's so short."
Also, like they're not taking into account the fact that this game is being split up into parts.
It's being split up.
So-
Yeah. It's
so-
not even the whole game.
Total, like if there's like 3 parts and they're each 30 hours, it's like almost close to 100 hours or over 100
Bro,
hours.
so I'm
You
playing
know?
Final Fantasy X right now,
And we don't
I'm
even know
17 hours in, and I definitely think I'm at the end because I'm fighting fucking what's his face, bitch ass what's his face. But
Yeah.
so and that's 20 hours, and well, that's a bad example because people say 10 is trash. So
It's
never
true.
mind. Forget what I said. Forget what I said.
Bring up 10 again.
Can I go next?
But,
Go ahead.
but like,
Yeah. So,
go ahead.
but like, with Final Fantasy, because with Final Fantasy VII Remake, this first part, it's only supposed to be Midgar, and that part of the game in the original game is only like 5 to 7 hours.
Exactly.
And I would argue, like 30 hours, like trying to stretch that part of the game out. Like I'm almost worried about like pacing issues with like the game being too bloated with like
It's a
forced in like
reimagining,
side
though,
quests and
because
stuff.
There's so much to do in Midgar now. Have you seen how
Mhm.
much new characters?
Oh,
how
yeah.
much new characters are in this game now, and how much
Yeah.
story and background story that
Yeah.
it's digging into Midgar's lore. So I think
I've told you.
I was originally scared at first too when I was like, dude, Midgar is like hour tops in the OG
Mhm.
one. You know what I mean? How are they gonna stretch this out to 40, 50, 60 hours? But the more they showed off the game, the more I'm okay. I'm comfortable. Like, okay, this actually might be pretty good.
Right.
Yeah,
Exactly.
I've told you guys my prediction with what they're going to be having in the story, right? Did I tell you that on the podcast at all?
We don't care, bro.
Probably we don't really.
I think they're going to still put in the Nibelheim flashback. Yeah, shut up, Brody.
They could. But here's the thing, though. We don't even know if part 2 is going to be 30 hours. It could be 40 or 50 hours.
It could be.
We don't-
Yeah.
It could be the rest of the
But
game.
what do we say? We're not gonna see part 2 until 2037, bro. Come on.
Yeah.
Facts, bro. It's a possibility.
It's been in development already for a little bit. Already.
Yeah.
A lot.
And since they have the
So,
engine up and everything,
Yeah.
the assets, like I don't think it'll
I
take
still
that
think it's
much.
gonna be. I think it's like, the fastest it'll come out. I think is 2022. So I think it'll come
Yeah,
out.
in about a couple years. Yeah.
I can see
Yeah.
that, yeah.
Mhm.
This
And we
looks
don't
like it
even
took a long time, dude. This looks beautiful.
Yeah,
Like,
and we
this
don't even
game,
know.
like-
We don't even know where they're gonna end part 2 at.
True. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just kind of like where are they gonna end?
Oh my god, bro, this game sucks. Like,
I think they're going to end it on a certain event that you all know what I'm referring to.
For part 2?
I don't.
Yes, I think so.
Okay, so there's gonna be 4 games then.
Oh shit.
No, I don't think so. I think they're going to try and once that thing happens and you go to the Northern Crater, Disc 2 is not nearly as long.
Mortal Kombat, but never played Final Fantasy VII Remake. Do you think they're gonna? So you think the part 2 game is gonna end there? That means there's gonna be a game. if part 2 ends there, but that's just me.
It was always supposed to be episodic in 3 parts, wasn't it?
I don't think
Yeah,
there
I think so.
This remake?
Like,
I
so-
believe so, right?
yeah,
you just-
no, but we're talking
Yeah, it was
about-
always supposed. It wouldn't make sense for them to call it in 2 games.
Well, Tyner thinks part 2, the end of part 2 is gonna be, what happening. So, and if part 2 does end there, then it's gonna be 4. It's gonna be 4 games, to me.
What about the other? That's like most of the. That's like 2/3 of the game. Once you reach that part, like the last part after that is it's Disc 2 because that's when Disc 2 happens. Disc 2 is not nearly as long as the first disc.
I don't know.
appreciate y'all not spoiling it for me. I appreciate y'all.
True, I've never played this, by the way.
Yeah, that's probably boring to listen to, though. Oh, well, I think Renette.
That one part, bro.
That one part, bro. That one part was crazy, bro. Like, all right.
So you're,
Alright, well, I actually need to get to work, so
Hey, have a good day. With
I
Okay.
will catch y'all later. It's been a good stream. Thank you,
Yeah,
Becky, for coming
it was
on
so
again.
fun having you. Like,
Hey,
I
it
feel the
made it
same.
so much funnier that every part of it.
I'm just here to argue with Jay. That's my primary job of the podcast.
You
So-
know what we do, bro. You know what we do, bro.
But you can find me on Twitch
Hey, look,
and
Clueless,
Twitter.
Clueless, look. Oh my god.
let him do his outro, Jay.
at Clueless you can find me on Twitch and Twitter at Clueless the Best.
Oh, I did link it. Wait, hang on.
Appreciate y'all. Y'all have a blessed one. And enjoy the rest of the stream, y'all.
Peace out, bro.
see you around,
Hey,
Clueless.
have a good night
See
at
you,
work, bro.
Clueless.
And much love.
Let's
Hey,
see you
love
soon.
you.
Bye.
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 Glue
I
Danny.
think we should end it right here too. I think
I want
Okay.
to say my,
Oh, yeah,
my
but
point on the
whoever
topic.
hasn't said anything, go ahead. Sorry.
I was just going to say, I would much rather have a 30-hour game that's fun and engaging rather than a 100-hour game that's boring, crappy, and a disgrace to the Xenoblade name like Xenoblade Chronicles 2.
Damn.
Oh shit!
Oh
God.
shit.
I swear to God, when I see you, bro, I'm beating your ass.
Okay,
Dang.
we've already established you like bad games.
Oh, that is true. That is
Jay
true.
likes X, so I mean that's
Jay bought an Xbox to
And-
play Infinite Warfare, bro.
And Jay also likes Resident Evil 5 too.
Crystal Chronicles.
Oh my god.
Jay also played some of the three worst Final Fantasy games in the series in 15, Crystal Chronicles and Shadow fucking Dirge and Cerberus. Or
Ooh.
Damn.
Dirge and
First off,
Cerberus. Bleh.
Crystal Chronicles is a good game, first off.
no, it's not a fucking game.
Bleh.
Damn.
But I think we're gonna do outros and we're just gonna close everything out, guys.
Okay.
Yeah.
Becky, tell them where they can find you at.
All right,
Beg,
cool.
beg, 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 beg.
Big Victor. I'm focusing on YouTube a lot lately. This is my channel. I upload like literally 3 videos as soon as I beat the Resident Evil 3 like remake. And one of them was the Final Fantasy VII, the new trailer reaction, because the new trailer came out and it was awesome.
Yeah.
And everyone was like making reaction videos, and I like did one too. But yeah, so that's like one of my big focuses. You can also find me streaming on Twitch, typically Monday through Wednesday, but I might, because of advice from like Ched and like a couple of other people, I might change that to like Monday, Wednesday, Saturday or something. We'll see. But right now, this is my Twitch handle. And I also have
the YouTube chat.
Yes, I am.
Nothing's coming up for me.
Really?
Yeah, me neither.
Yeah, me either. Yeah.
Is it because she's not a mod? Is that what it is? Only mods can link?
That's weird.
I feel like it worked last time I did it, like last podcast. Let me try it one more time. Okay, yeah. Can you see it now or no?
No.
I don't see anything. That's weird because the chat. It's kind of funny because like the chat doesn't. I don't know. Like I heard people like reading other people's comments, but I don't see it on my phone either. Like the comments, so I don't know what's going on. Maybe
Yeah.
The YouTube freeze?
Can you see
Yo.
this? I can see what you said, William.
So mine
I can
works.
see Williams one.
Yeah, I can see Williams.
Wait, can you see what I posted, William?
No, we can't.
You can't.
Oh,
No.
dang. Interesting. I don't know. Yeah.
Can you,
Shout
Hold
out
on.
to
Wait, Becky, just link your channel on the Discord, and I'll post it for you.
Oh, okay. I'll put it in the chat. Sure. That's my channel. It has the old image of me. Right there.
That's weird. I wonder why it's
Okay,
doing
wish
that.
her
yeah, I don't
here.
see it either.
Okay.
Shout out to the 17 viewers, bro. Let's go.
Hey,
Hey.
appreciate you.
This is a pretty funny
Damn.
podcast, and that's my Twitch channel.
Oh, nice.
That image.
I mean, we can boot Tyner out and you can be a permanent member.
Oh Jesus
Oh my
Christ!
God.
I mean, we
I'm
can
always
we can
very
just boot him out
Honored that
anyway.
the first one booted.
But thank you, Becky, for coming on again.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was super funny this time. So
Yo, what the fuck?
Case in point.
Damn.
That was a
I'm
great.
so
Resident
done
Evil
with this
talk.
game, bro.
Who are you
I'm
fighting,
so
Jay?
fucking done, bro. Seymour, bro.
Oh, what time, bro? You fight him like 20 times.
The one when he got those 2 dudes next to him that do nothing but heal themselves. And he was
Oh shit! Yeah, you fucked, bro.
Yeah. So, yeah, definitely appreciate Becky coming on again. Great.
yeah, it was
talk.
super fun. Thank you for having me.
Yeah.
Bro.
Like,
Definitely
I'm
love to
nervous.
have you on again in the future.
like,
Sure.
love you, big.
Right.
Big.
Tell them where they can find you. Richard.
Oh,
yeah, Richard.
You can find me on Twitter at twitter.com/little_zera and on Twitch at lilzera.
Right. Tyner, tell them where they can find you at.
Hey, so this is Tyner, aka Matt NES. You can search me on YouTube, MAD space NES. It should be the first thing that pops up. Guys, real talk. I am 10 fucking subscribers away from hitting 100 subscribers.
Oh, let's
I'm gonna
go.
be I'm gonna be doing a giveaway when I hit 100 subscribers. Go check out the video called Road to 100 Subscribers Giveaway to find out how to win a PS4, Xbox One, or Nintendo Switch game of the winner's choosing. Like, seriously, guys.
Don't do it
Let's
because I'm
hit that-
winning Luigi's Mansion 3 anyway. So
That's not happening, Jay.
He's still trying to
What if I want a Stadia game?
Oh.
Hey Jay.
GG's, bro.
Oh.
GG's, bro.
Hey Jay.
That's what I have to say to
What
that.
up?
Resident
What
Evil 2 Resident Evil 2 remake just went on sale on PS4.
I seen it.
Hey.
I seen it for the 20 bucks.
I know
Yeah.
you want to play it, so I'll just figure out that.
I'm gonna get my girl to give me
yeah,
$20 right
yeah.
now.
All right.
You can also follow me on Twitch and Twitter at the 8-Bit Matt NES, both of them the same screen name, the 8-Bit Matt NES, both on Twitch and Twitter. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely check out his check out his pickup videos, man. Those are awesome. Definitely check. I love pickup videos from my YouTuber. So.
I plan on doing some more opinion-based pieces too in the future, so that this should be some new content. I'm still gonna be doing collection videos too, but it's just an additional thing I'll be doing alongside my normal content.
Yeah.
Nice. All right, William. Tell them where they can find you at.
They can find me at WinGamer55 on YouTube, WinGamer on Twitch and Twitter.
If you guys like playing Mario Kart or Smash, definitely check out William on Twitch.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely, you get smoked from him, unfortunately, but you want to play those kind of games, definitely check it out. Jay, tell them where they can find you at.
Yo, what it do? I'm Triforce J, bro. On Twitch, Twitter, We just reached 110 followers on fucking Twitch.
Hey.
No, my bad. Not 110. 107. My bad. 107.
Hey.
But still, bro, we growing super fast, bro. We only been streaming for like 2 months, and I took most of March off. So
Damn.
that's
Let's
crazy.
go, Jay.
Hey.
So
I love your
just
stream.
follow me over there.
Hey Jay, give me some of your followers, bro. I only have 19.
I got you, bro.
Go follow Tyner.
That's
too.
it, bro. That's it. That's really pretty much it. Hey, we're gonna keep grinding on this Twitch shit. Shout out to George for winning the P5R Phantom Thieves edition,
Hey.
which was fucking crazy, bro. We had so many subscribers, so many followers.
Yeah. Hype stream. Go check that stream out. It was a hype stream.
That stream was pretty. Even though it started off, yeah, you know, Amy made me a new overlay, but I can't use it because my laptop is trash. So we grinding for a PC money now.
Yeah.
We grinding for a new PC. So go ahead, give me a follow on
Holy
Twitch.
shit.
All the money I make on Twitch is going towards a new PC. So
Yeah.
that's all we're gonna do. That's it.
All right, George. Mono.
Hey, hermano. You can find me on Twitch and YouTube, Alameo Productions. You can find me on Twitter, George Alameo1. Right now I'm streaming 9 hours, 9 persons, 9 doors. It was made by the same people who made Danganronpa. Danganronpa. So, yeah. Those were fire streams. And yeah, bro, just finished Heavy Rain. The playlist is on YouTube if you want to check that out. My last stream is up as well on YouTube. It's fucking crazy, bro. Hella insane, just straight fucking donations for an hour, bro. But yeah,
it was litty, bro.
It was hella litty, bro.
You hear the whole most of the streamers. You never
see it come.
But donating everything, bro.
And I gave you that leak donation, George.
Oh yeah, bro. I still don't get it, bro.
Nobody.
But yeah, go check that out.
Definitely. Before I do my outro, first off, I want to shout out everyone who's submitted gameplay, who's been submitting gameplay lately.
Not
Huge
me.
shout outs to you guys. Oh, fuck you. Oh
my god.
But I mean,
obviously, fuck you.
Hey, don't hate.
Huge shout outs to everyone who's been, submitting gameplay for us and helping us get these gameplay videos together. Shout outs to Richard for putting them together and editing them.
Yeah, thank you, Richard.
Shout outs to my sister for the
new layout.
Yeah.
Amy.
Go follow Sailor Amy on Twitch.
Sailor Amy.
I love you. I love you.
Just leave it at that.
Hey, I was about to cry, bro. I was about to cry for a minute, bro.
Damn.
I'll say this now, and I've never really told her this. I am very proud to be her older brother. She's grown up.
Don't do it, bro. Don't do this.
Damn. Oh, the feels.
Bro.
Like we were never super close when when she was younger.
Ay, Dios mío.
Okay. We were never close when she was growing up, and plus I was in a bad state around those times when she was. But I have never once doubted her when she was growing up in high school. She has a good head on her shoulders, and she always made the right decisions. That's why I was never especially when she was older, I was never on her. But you better do your homework, you better stay in school, because I always knew she would. So
Bro, I'm about to cry, bro. I'm about to cry, bro.
So Amy Lynn, thank you for the layout, and like I said, I love you. So,
Let me call my mom. I gotta call my
Hey.
mom.
Yeah, we're calling family, bro.
I gotta call my mom.
Hey.
Hey Richard, you don't have siblings, so you don't know how to feel.
Yo,
so.
who is Good Hub, bro?
Good
Hub, bro.
What the fuck?
Good Hub, bro. Well, hey, Good Hub.
Dude, did
Follow
William
us,
freeze
Good
or
Hub.
did he fall asleep?
Oh, is that like the fucking banjo? Like,
Oh.
Also, shout out to William for doing.
Dude, that's my follower. It's me saying "guh."
Oh. Damn.
It's a rap. It's like a full song of
Oh, that's so funny.
What?
Yeah.
Shout outs to William too, though. He makes the thumbnail. Shout outs to host the stream this week. Also, shout outs to William for doing he hosts every other week.
Mhm.
So shouts to everyone who's been making this podcast better and better. We're learning on the way. So definitely,
Yeah.
guys.
Mm-hmm.
This all came from my idea of like we all being like on Sundays or in the Discord period, cracking jokes and talking about gaming. This all started like, bro, let's let other people hear us talk about this shit.
Interesting.
And
We've been
we
talking
got
about doing this
91
for a long
followers.
time.
Yeah.
91 followers, bro. We
got
our
a new
videos
follower,
getting
bro.
Let's go.
Over.
New
New
subscriber.
follower.
Hey,
New
100
subscriber.
If we get to 100 subs, we'll do the giveaway next week.
Yes.
I know it's a little late. We'll be giving away Resident Evil 3 remake.
Ooh, let's
No,
go.
it won't. Yeah.
And,
Give it to
and
Jay.
Animal Crossing.
Yeah,
Give it to Jay.
The Animal Crossing. Unfortunately, the mods can't win this because
Right.
we're all that. The Resident Evil 3 is from me to everyone, so the mods can win that too. But yeah, we're almost there.
Wait, the
Definitely
mods
help
or us on the podcast?
Yes.
Nigga, what? Bro?
No. People on the podcast who are mods too. My bad,
Yeah.
Yeah.
cannot win the Animal Crossing, so we're the Animal Crossing copy chipping in for the Resident Evil 3 is from me to everyone. So again, we'll definitely do that giveaway next week if we get to 100 week next week for sure. But I'll do my outro. Appreciate you guys coming through. My name's Alton. You guys can find me on Twitch, twitch.tv/runaway_shark. I'm at 68 followers. I'm almost to 70.
Hey.
Definitely help me out. I'm also doing. You can't see it because I stream on console. I'm also trying to do like a sub goal PC. So anything that gets donated to me, if you guys, you don't have to, obviously. But again, I'll never ask. Donate. It's like a PC, but if you guys do, it's definitely going to a PC.
Yeah.
You know, like I said, when we first started this podcast, I was just trying to be a host. I didn't want to do no content creating. I didn't want to stream at all. It was just to help my fam who does stream and does do content. Create content to help them out. But we've been doing this since December, and streaming, for fun is cool. I like it, and like I was telling the guys in voice chat, I never thought people donate to me or sub to me on Twitch. It's crazy, you know what I mean? And I only stream on a console, but definitely
more of the story, bro. Hey, if you want to do it, do it.
Do it.
Exactly.
And it doesn't matter if you stream on console or on PC or whatever. It's about your fucking personality. You have a likable, strong personality that people want to watch.
Go faster though if you have like a nice layout and your face is on stuff like that. And you have cool, emotes.
That's kind of true.
And
Yeah.
stuff like that. So that's why I'm trying.
Yeah, I've been thinking about showing dick on my Twitch. So
Whoa.
OnlyFans.
Whoa.
OnlyFans.
Triforce J after dark.
Yeah.
You know.
Our channel just got deleted, bro, off of YouTube.
I'm sorry.
Damn.
Also, for the 17 viewers, what do you guys think? If we were thinking about dual streaming this on Twitch and YouTube, what do you guys think about that? If you guys would think it's cool, we might, start streaming, dual streaming on both.
Yeah,
but
it'll split the viewer base, though.
Yeah, that's true. But I mean, like I said, Hustle. I was talking to Hustle today, saying that I think he was thinking, and we've actually mentioned this, in our inner circle, like maybe we should move to Twitch because I feel like we might get a bigger following on Twitch.
Yeah. I always thought it was weird that you're on YouTube, but at the same time it's nice to have like little VODs, but I think the best way to do it is use YouTube the way YouTube like wins, like the way that YouTube is strong is that like you stream on Twitch, take your VOD from it, download your VOD and put it on YouTube. So keep this channel, just stream on Twitch. That's what I would say.
Yeah.
Well, we'll take into consideration maybe after we get to 100 subs on here. Make out the switch. I feel like we might have to like grow again. You know what I mean? And it's taking us months to get to 100. And hey, we've been growing. I'm surprised we grew this fast. This short.
Yeah.
I thought it would have took us forever to get to 100. Almost there in 6 months.
I know a lot of people that would join in also if we were doing it on Twitch, which is just my input. But yeah.
Ever since I moved to Twitch, bro, I don't even, like we talked about yesterday, bro, I don't even watch YouTube anymore, bro.
Yeah,
I'll be on Twitch most times.
Yeah.
Now.
I just watch videos.
But also just for
watch
live stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So, I think as a group, we'll definitely talk about it more and see what happens in the future. But maybe let's just get to 100 subs first and then definitely see if we want to make the move to Twitch.
George, Dank said check your Twitch, bro. He just donated, bro.
Oh
Yeah,
shit! Never see it coming.
Somehow it plays, bro. Like, damn.
Yeah, hey,
Definitely
and
also
we
rate
can
us,
raid.
too.
We can raid
That's
people.
true.
So that's
Yeah,
why
we can
Yeah,
raid.
you could raid
Yeah.
someone. That'd be
Yeah.
awesome.
And
Yeah.
then we can grow
Hey,
even more with that.
Well, def-
Hey,
it's up
hey,
to
super
the
quick.
guys who have the PC right now, if they're willing to stream all the time on Twitch and then upload the podcast to YouTube. But
Yeah, that's
entirely
easy.
Up to you guys.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay, wait, I have a couple things to say actually, really quick.
Mhm.
Okay, first of all, huge shout outs to EXO, Ched, and all the other people that were like coming in, that are like chilling for this like podcast. But then also huge shout outs to Debo, his music.
Yeah.
I actually used it. I
Yeah.
used his music in 2 of my recent videos, and it was perfect background music. It was like awesome. It was fire. Like I made this
Nice.
video on I made this video called why Smash Ultimate is not like well balanced like its roster, and I put his music in the background, and it was like the most like appropriate thing I could have put there, and like it was just so good. So thank you for like making that music. Like that one track called Lingering Darkness is so good. Like I have
Yeah,
that downloaded.
Lingering
That
Darkness
was
is really
so
good.
good.
I like that.
Yeah.
We all using D-Row's music in our video.
Yeah, no,
streams and stuff now.
yeah. Streams all the
D-Row,
time.
D-Row.
Shout
Hey,
out.
That's the video, by the way. I just dropped it.
Hey.
But his music's in it.
Yeah,
Dero,
yeah.
post your channel. Post a link to your channel before we head out.
Shout outs to D.
Hey, is OK for show in the chat?
Dylan
Right
is
now?
Dylan isn't here.
Yeah, you know.
Yeah, Dylan, like, dude, you've been like super supportive the last couple days, bro. I just got a comment on one of my videos just saying, Tanner, we love you, and like, thank you, dude. Seriously.
Dude, it wasn't from me, bro. Say no.
Someone's gotta say because we ain't.
Damn.
No, we do. We do.
Yeah, I
we
wish-
do.
I
Yeah,
wish-
we're
I
in
wish
there.
Tanner
We're
would-
in
I
there.
wish
Yeah.
Tanner would tell that to me when I'm like the only one in his streams. Like, oh yeah, hey Prince, I love you for stopping by my stream.
I think what really fuck us up is because we just go in there and start talking. I forgot we gotta announce ourselves. Like, yo, this is Jay.
Yeah,
Because
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
random people talking, you know.
no, but definitely check out Mad NES. Help him get to affiliate.
Big
We're-
facts.
I didn't think I'd get
Yeah,
there.
thank you guys.
If I can get there, I can get there. With that being said, I appreciate you guys coming out. I know it was a long one. I know we got a little talk too much about Resident Evil, but it happens when you got big Resident Evil.
That was the best.
It was fire, but yeah, we'll see you guys next week and have a good one. Be safe. Be safe out there, everyone. Peace.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bye.
Peace.